Hi, I'm Saul Goodman. Did you know that you have rights? The Constitution says you do, and so do I. I believe that until proven guilty, every man, woman, and child in this country.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Multiverse of Movies. I think my headset. So I have this new headset, and it's like one of those big buff ones, and like it kind of sounds like I can't hear myself at all. So I probably will sound confused during the stream. But yeah, yesterday was an eventful day for the Snyder Fandom, as Ray Fisher put out some certain tweets that I just thought were really stupid to put out. Now, again, I'm not saying that his credibility is gone. I'm not saying that what he said in the past is not true. But I will say I find it harder to believe now more than ever. But again, I'll say this. I could be wrong. There's a high chance he was right. And not only that, but Joss Whedon has always come off as sus. So hey, for all I know, maybe I'm gonna regret making the stream. I just think this particular moment, what he tried doing to Gunn, I just found it a little ridiculous. And if I was to see Ray Fisher, I would tell him this.
Con Leo Messi. Bueno, Leo, quedaste un poco caliente por el final.
¿Qué mira, bobo? ¿Qué mira, bobo? Anda para allá, bobo. Anda para allá.
Tranquilo, Leo.
All right. But I will say one thing before we get on with the rest of the stream. So my boy Max is in the thumbnail. Let me pull up the picture right here. And so you see the hat. It says Dunce, you know. But I do want to say I did do this to Dwayne Johnson yesterday on yesterday's stream. So this is kind of becoming a habit now. I don't know. I find it funny. So Max, you are now on Dwayne Johnson's list of people who wore the hats on my thumbnails. I'm just kidding. No, you're not Dunce, man. I just wanted a funny thumbnail. But yeah, I mean, you're a good guy, man. Don't get me wrong. I like you. But like you had some awful takes yesterday. Like you had some really awful takes. Like so much so I'm like, all right, come on, man. You know? Uh so we'll catch up to the comments or the chat. I mean, why did I say comments? The chat. So whatever your thoughts on the Ray Fisher stuff is, just comment down below and we'll talk about it. We actually right now have 9 votes, and I put whose side are you on? 78% say James Gunn, 22% say Ray Fisher. I just think objectively speaking, what Ray Fisher tweeted out was stupid. Like, and again, I'm not saying that he's always been wrong. It's just that I find it harder to believe now than I did before. You know what I mean? But let me see. All right, let me read it. I wanted to vote neither your poll, but I'm a dunce and couldn't find that option. I also just found out Max had an Instagram account. Yeah, I found that out today. No, that's not doxing because it's literally just Max the Mandalorian. Okay, that's his YouTube's name. Damn it, you made me choose just so the poll would disappear. Isn't there an option to close the poll? Like, I swear I've had that before. I think. Could be wrong. I don't know. Anyways, I chose Gun relentlessly. Wow, we have a gun stain here. Wow. Wow. I'm just kidding. All right. Let's see. Where are we? And also, we came up with the name Rubster. That's going to be Max's new name, Rubster. All right. And we got Vortex in the chat. What's up, Vortex? And because of him, I am going to have to give some context as to the Ray Fisher stuff, just in case some people are watching this and don't really know about what happened. And then we got the boy Resident Justice, the Marvel Maniac, saying hashtag cancel Mad Max. No canceling. I'm just going to critique his take. All right. Can't wait to see. Oh shit, RJ's already going in on it. What the heck? All right, can't wait for Cyborg to say "booyah" in the DC universe. I do wonder. I do think out of all the reboots that that James Gunn's gonna have to do, I think one of the hardest ones for the Snyder Fandom to accept is the Cyborg one. But I don't think we're gonna see Cyborg anytime soon, at least live action wise, because I feel like for right now, James Gunn's going to establish the Justice League. And if you look at the DC Studios logo, you see you see obviously the core Justice League members, Hal Jordan's Green Lantern, Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman's Aquaman, Flash. You see the core members, but you didn't see Cyborg there. So my assumption is that the main Justice League will not have Cyborg, at least in this DC universe. It wasn't until a more modern thing that Cyborg started becoming a Justice League member. So I don't know. Maybe James Gunn's gonna go more classic and not have a Cyborg in the Justice League, which I'm fine with, since I've never seen Cyborg as a. And by the way, Cyborg was my favorite part of Zack Snyder's Justice League. He's one of my favorite characters in that film. I thought Ray Fisher's performance was amazing in that film, but I never saw Cyborg as a core JL member. Like, there's some JL members that I'm like, okay, you can't remove them because to me they're too essential, which is usually the Trinity, Wonder Woman, Batman, and Superman. But like with other characters, whether it's a Hawk Girl or something like that, I just tend to kind of be like, I mean, they could be there, they could not. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Just give me a good movie. Just give me a good movie. But let me catch up. Also, I forgot that for the members, I have the Matt Jarbo picture. I completely forgot I had that. What the heck? Why why did you give Ray Fisher anime girl eyes? I just found this on Google. Like I searched up I searched up Ray Fisher crying, and that was like the only thing I could find. I don't know who, but there was another YouTuber that put that as their thumbnail. I just used it for this one. So yeah. Let's see. Opie says booyah every 2 minutes. That would be cringe. That would be cringe. Every 2 minutes, like that would be a little cringe. I don't know. And he's from Titans. Yeah, everyone knows that. But that doesn't mean he can't also be in the JL, you know. But I do think that's what James Gunn's gonna do, which I'm fine with. As long as you give me good, entertaining movies, that's all I'm in for. So yeah. Yeah. Well, we can't say that yet. I don't know if he's innocent, but we don't know that. That's why I'm not here to say Ray Fisher was wrong or anything. I'm just saying that in this particular moment, Ray Fisher put out the stupidest tweet he could have put out. Like, and again, I'm not saying that that James Gunn, or not James Gunn, Jeff Johns is wrong or anything like that. I'm just kind of saying that, hey, we just don't know the facts. Just the only thing is, I just tend to trust Ray Fisher much lesser after just kind of shitting on Gunn, because I'm gonna be honest, I don't know that, but I'm sorry, but why he only did this not for accountability, not for anything. He did this because right now a lot of the Snyder fans do not like James Gunn. And so Ray Fisher used this opportunity to kind of be like, "Oh, look, my entire fan base on social media are Snyder fans. So I'm going to use this opportunity to just shit on James Gunn because that's the cool thing now." And I just thought that was really shitty of Ray Fisher. And to me, I just can't trust him anymore. I unfollowed him on all social media accounts. And I was like, you know what? Good luck with your career. I'm going to be looking forward to Rebel Moon, but I'm just not going to follow you as an actor, you know? But that's just me. He's going to establish Justice League, but I bet he does Teen Titans. I think it'll be a while until we get any other teams, whether it's the Teen Titans or just Justice Society or or I think Suicide Squad maybe will be sooner, but I think his main focus right now is going to be Justice League. And I think it'll be like that for the next couple of years. Even when the DC universe starts off, I think it's going to be mainly focused on establishing the Justice League. That's my assumption. I hope the Justice League says it's justice in time and they justice dark side. What the heck? Yo, Hunter Iggy, what's up, man? He says there's a YouTube video about James Gunn because they say they need more signatures on it to remove James Gunn. Yeah, there's a lot of petitions right now. Look, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Social media hashtags don't really matter. The only thing that matters is box office numbers, and we'll just have to wait and see and find out if the toxic side of the fandom can actually affect, that can actually affect the box office, which I don't think it will, but I don't know. I could be wrong. Um, why do people think Gotham Knights is bad? I like it so Batgirl. It has a fatty. Oh my god, what the heck? All right, I gotta look for Ray Fisher's tweet because I do think I gotta put it up and then give you guys my thoughts. I wasn't able to yesterday. RJ had an amazing stream yesterday, so go check it. Although I don't think it's on Max's channel. I think he unlisted it. I could be wrong, but no. Shout out to RJ. He had a fantastic stream. He had Jarbo, Enosh. He had Saggy. He had a lot of people just coming in to give their perspectives. PewDiePie's dog passed away. Oh man, that's unfortunate. And then we got Thomas Scott in the chat. What's up, Thomas? He says, no matter what side you're on, Ray Fisher attacking director is a good look for him. It's a good look if you're a Snyder fan. It's a bad look if for everyone else. Because a lot of people are going to be seeing Ray Fisher right now and think, oh shit, he really is a diva. I mean, go look at the quote tweets. A lot of people are like, there is no reason to do this. Let me get on to Ray Fisher's tweet. CJ says, I bet they don't call it Suicide Squad in DCU. They call it Task Force. I don't know. I mean, right now, the Suicide Squad IP is in a very weird position because the last movie flopped and the movie before that kind of fucked it up. And so it's kind of like, where did it go for now? I said this in my last video. I think right now James Gunn should not focus on Suicide Squad and just focus on the Justice League. When you start off your DC universe, focus on having Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman. I think we got to bring back the Green Lantern. I feel like it's been way too long since we've seen the Green Lantern. But yeah. All right. So here is Ray Fisher's tweet. Let me pop it up here. All right. So here it is. So to give you context as to what Ray Fisher has been doing for the last 2 years. And again, these are allegations. We don't know whether or not they're real. Again, we're not there. But essentially, he's been saying that Joss Whedon and Jeff Johns were racist and that it was a bad environment because obviously we know that Justice League movie, they had to reshoot a lot of the scenes. It was weirdly edited. Obviously, it's one of the most atrocious films of all time. And it's like a weird pile of dog shit. And the main thing that Ray Fisher was trying to say is that Joss Whedon and Jeff Johns were shitty people behind the scenes and that he felt like he was being racially targeted. So again, we don't know if it's true yet. There isn't really any proof, but that's kind of to simplify it. So fast forward a year, and he even puts a picture. So James Gunn liked. Oh shit, it's loading. Okay. So James Gunn liked this tweet from Alan Tudyk. Now I don't know who this is, but it was from an article right here. This from Variety saying Ray Fisher accuses Joss Whedon of abusive, unprofessional behavior on Justice League set. Alan says, wasn't there, but I have known Joss for 17 years. I honestly can't even imagine it, and I have a pretty good imagination. James Gunn liked it. And to further confirm that James Gunn did like it, he actually responded to Ray Fisher and said, you got it. Shortly after Alan tweeted this, he apologized for commenting on a situation he knew nothing about. I read what Alan said, and I thought, damn, he's right. It was something I knew nothing about, and I shouldn't have liked the tweet. So, he was kind of apologizing. Even Ray Fisher thanked him because Ray Fisher was the one that kind of called him out right here saying, cool, now do this one, James Gunn. And that was it. I didn't think the tweet was all that bad. It was just somebody who knew Joss Whedon. And said, hey, I just don't think what happened. That's all he said. Which I still think is a bit of a dumb tweet. But still, who cares? And so, of course, James Gunn apologized for liking the tweet. Reminder, he liked the tweet. He didn't put out the tweet. He liked the tweet. So then the tweet deletes. The tweet of of James Gunn apologizing is deleted. So James Gunn did respond, and the reason why I'm going to read the response before we read what Ray Fisher said, James Gunn immediately said, "All my tweets automatically delete every few months. Ray has nothing to do with my tweets to you." And that's something that's been known for a while. James Gunn has already said this. Obviously, we know because he's gone in deep shit for it. So then Ray Fisher puts out this tweet. Here's the tweet. He says, "The way James Gunn uses fake grace on Twitter is really funny. Him going to bat for Joss Whedon. Persuado apologize." I don't know what persuado means. Persuado apologize. When I first read it, I thought he was trying to call James Gunn a pedo, but I don't know what persuado means. Persuado apologizing for it and then deleting it immediately after taking his new DC job. It's not. Refusing to apologize for toxic behavior seems to be a job requirement for WB/DC. This seems so disingenuous because just the origin of what happened. All James Gunn did was like a tweet. And he even apologized for it. And you accepted that apology. So I don't know why Ray Fisher all of a sudden comes in and says, oh, James Gunn's a bad guy. He didn't actually mean it. The apology still existed, though. Who cares if I delete a tweet? Who fucking cares? It's just a tweet. And this is my issue. It's the complaint Ray Fisher has is James Gunn deleted a social media post. That is really his only complaint. It's like, bro, like, what the heck? Who fucking cares? This is the same guy who talks about accountability over entertainment. Okay, then why didn't you talk about Ezra Miller? If it's really about accountability, then why didn't you talk about Ezra Miller? And I'm not saying you have to. I'm just weirded out that you're more mad at James Gunn deleting a tweet than at Ezra Miller. And again, I don't know if what Ezra Miller did was true or not. Again, I'm not there. And the same applies with Ray Fisher and Joss Whedon. I don't know. And so for the longest time, he's been promoting accountability over entertainment, saying that people need to be held accountable, that he was treated poorly. But I don't know if to take you serious anymore because of this, because he got mad at a tweet. And so now, to me, Ray Fisher needs to apologize to James Gunn. Oh, shit. My button fell out. What the heck? Never mind. But now you need to apologize to James Gunn because now you put him in shit for quite literally nothing. But to make it even more sus, let me find you the tweet. Oh, Among Us. Among Us. All right, let me find you the tweet. Okay, here's the tweet. So James Gunn puts out this inspiring, amazing thread saying, hey, what the heck? Saying, one of the things Peter and I were aware of when we took the job as heads of DC Studios was a certain minority of people online that could be, well, uproarious and unkind to say the least. Our choices for the DC universe are based upon what we believe it is best for the story and best for the DC characters who have been around for nearly 85 years. Perhaps these choices are great, perhaps not, but they are made with sincere hearts and integrity and always with the story in mind. No one loves to be harassed or called names, but to be frank, we've been through significantly worse. Disrespectful outcry will never, ever affect our actions. We were aware there would be a period of turbulence when we took this gig, and we knew we would sometimes have to make a difficult and not so obvious choice, especially in the wake of the fractious nature of what came before us. But this means little to us in comparison to our jobs as artists, custodians, and helping create a wide and wonderful future for DC. So all he was saying is, hey, there's some people shitting on us. That's okay. But we're going to do our best to make DC the best it could possibly be. That's all he said in this very well structured thread. And so he decided, let's see if I can.
We were gone.
Nope, I don't want to get copyrighted. So I'll try finding it. All right, I think I lost it. Shouldn't it be in? Oh wait, I didn't even put it. Tweets and replies, somewhere around here. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, so here it is. It's no coincidence that Ray Fisher saw how mad people got at this shit and decided to put out this tweet. It's why I don't take this man serious anymore. Oh shit, Bianca's here. Yo, what's up, Bianca?
What the frick?
Wait, how long were you waiting? 17 messages in the private chat?
I've been here for 8 minutes and counting.
All right, we'll make it 20 minutes. I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. I was on Twitter the entire time. So
Do you
what
not get notifications for the private chat unless you add me?
I get notifications. It's just that I was on another tab. Like I was on the Twitter tab, not on
Oh, you
StreamYard.
fricker.
I'm sorry. I blame RJ for that. Was that a burp?
Yes. I'm
Were you drinking
working down
alcohol?
food on my break.
You're in your lunch break?
Yeah.
What you eating? Oh, you're eating chips,
My
aren't
friend is half Italian, half Irish. Her Irish mom makes amazing pasta.
Wow. Now you're assuming all Italians eat pasta. We have a racist
Yeah.
here. I'm just kidding.
What kind of Italian doesn't eat pasta?
That is true. That's like a Salvadorian not eating pupusas.
Exactly.
So, like, what do you think about Ray Fisher's tweets yesterday?
It should have been private. I feel like almost everything should always be freaking private.
So
Like,
why
'cause
do you
dumb.
hate? So why do you hate Ghostbusters though? I'm just kidding.
I didn't say I hated it. I said it was okay. Like, nobody would allow me to speak. Like,
It's because you're still
Ghostbusters
learning
1,
English.
Ghostbusters 2, and the Ghostbusters 2016 were all okay. There was
Wow.
nothing extravagant about all of them.
So you're ghost phobic? Is that what you're trying to tell us? I'm just
Yes.
kidding. Oh wait, the stream is still on his channel. I didn't know that. I thought it was gone. Oh wait, I think I was looking for it on Max's channel.
You don't know the word pseudo, bro?
Oh, that's the
Pseudo?
word?
I'm pretty sure you're the one who doesn't understand English and speak it.
Pseudo is pronounced pseudo. Oh, I was reading it. I've never heard that word typed out though.
How old are you? How you know how?
I'm 13. I'm just kidding. I mean, I've never seen that word typed out.
Yeah, so pseudo means fake.
Okay. I don't know. I've never seen it typed out, so I was just reading as pseudo. I'm gonna still pronounce it like that just for shits and giggles.
That'd be so funny.
Basically, Ray is
my
saying
dad pronounced salmon salmon.
salmon.
You know, with the accent.
Oh wow. My mom, instead of saying nose, she says no sé. But she kind of like says it with like Spanish. Basically, Ray is saying the apology was fake and disingenuous, even though Ray accepted the apology and never called it that when it was first sent. I mean, yeah, to me, I just think he saw the anger and the rage of the Snyder fandom and was like, you know what? This is a perfect opportunity to use what happened, like a year ago? I think I will tell you right here.
For me, I think it can still like be a genuine concern for him, possibly. Like, oh, this meant so much to me. Oh, you deleted it? Oh my gosh, why would you delete it even after I accepted it? Just because I accepted it doesn't mean you should delete it. That makes you fake.
Okay.
As a possible reason.
Or maybe he's being racist to James Gunn. I'm just kidding. How come no one's ever thought of that? I'm just kidding. Now, I don't know. I just find it a little weird that now he decides to. Oh, and also this happened on
he obviously
January
has to
15th.
look at it because you don't have it on your timeline unless you follow the person. So you have to go to the account, go to the likes, and actually search for it, which was like what, 2015 or something like that.
Oh, when the tweet?
Yeah.
Oh no, this is this year, 2022.
Well, no, he
oh, you mean the Justice League filming?
Oh no, so the apology was January. So yeah, you have to look for that.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I'm not good at looking at old tweets. I don't know how people do it. People will be able to find like 20-year-old tweets. But like, why do people do it? Hey,
for me, I did it for research purposes.
Uh-oh. She's gonna cancel all of us. I'm just kidding. I didn't actually have Twitter.
I actually did some drama on my channel because there was a person who was like taking advantage of people financially.
Mhm.
amongst other things. So that's
Oh,
why I
you mean
left the
CJH?
DM. No.
I'm just kidding.
So that's
No.
why I left the group chat for like a bit, so I can focus on that and gather like literally every single contradiction he ever had.
But
It went well.
I'm just glad I never had Twitter before the year 2018. I was like really edgy back then. Like I guarantee the way people shit on Jarbo, they would shit on me too. But I was really young. So young people are, especially young guys, are really stupid. I mean, just look at me. I didn't even know how to pronounce Pasuedo. Vortex's Wi-Fi crashed. Well, I didn't even know France had Wi-Fi. I'm just kidding. That's like the most American thing to say.
Oh, Hunter Ige had a question for you. Did you know Henry Cavill did not have a contract because Michael DeLuca and Pam
Oh, here it is.
Abdi paid him to come do a cameo role, and that's why he was fired. Only to do cameo roles, I guess. Maybe
My assumption is that Dwayne Johnson, because this is what Dwayne Johnson said. So before Zaslav took over Warner Bros., he was kind of like begging them to have the Cavill cameo, and then eventually Zaslav came in, and Michael DeLuca and Pam Abdi they agreed to it. Now the thing they agreed to was that cameo, but they were also hoping that Cavill would stay on and do more. So my assumption is they told Cavill, they were like, "Hey Cavill, you are going to be Superman after this," because at the time they didn't know who was going to lead DC. They didn't have James Gunn, and so they kind of were like, "Yeah, you'll be Superman. Just that for now, we'll welcome you back with the cameo." And obviously, he announced his return after the movie had released, and then that's when because James Gunn didn't become leader of DC until November, while Black Adam came out near the end of October. So by the time he announced it, Cavill's assumption was I'll be Superman, but there was no DC leader. I think James Gunn stepped in and was like, you know what, plans change. He doesn't want to go with the previous DCEU. He wants to change it up, have a new DCEU. And that's my assumption to what happened. Not
They
only
should
that,
not have told him to go on freaking social media and say
yeah.
that he's back. That is the dumbest move you can ever do before. Have a movie first and then say you're back, or at least one confirmed and announced. Like, what the heck?
Yeah, exactly. Like, I feel like they should have just told him, hey, could you wait until we get a leader, see what he says? But my assumption is they were incredibly confident about it, you know? But yeah. Also, we got Carter Blake in the chat. What's up, Carter? Let's see what tweets I'm missing. Oh, who is this subscriber? I'm just kidding. And then Dat Boy 22 says it's easy to look up old tweets if you've never been outside before.
Well, that's easy. Yeah, I don't go outside.
Outside is overrated. Mosquitoes bite me, and I don't want that. Or not bite.
I hate mosquitoes.
I'm just glad it's not summer, so I don't have to deal with those little shits. Kamuzu says, I'm gonna bring up John Tron's old tweets to cancel him when he's popular. Bro, just don't look at him. I don't know how, because I used to have a meme account on Instagram. If that account ever comes to fruition, I'd be canceled. All right. Bridging the Geeksdom podcast. He says fans are absolutely wrong. The way they are handling the current DC shakeup, they have become as bad, if not worse, than those who fought against the Snyder Cut movement. Yeah, I agree. I think
I'm so confused by that statement. Please explain.
so the Snyder fandom originally began as this small niche community of just people wanting to see the Snyder Cut. Like if you go back to from 2017 to 2020, I would say that was like the golden era, where it was kind of like we were just promoting the Snyder Cut. People were, trying to raise money for suicide prevention and all that.
Did love that.
But now, ever since the Snyder Cut release, I think the minute that the Snyder fandom changed was the minute that Walter Amada, I think it was him. He said that the Snyderverse is a cul-de-sac and that this movie was just gonna be one off, and then they'll go back to the regular DC universe, and that really angered people. And now it's gone to like an us against them mentality. It used to be everyone's welcome in the community as long as you support the Snyder Cut. But now it's you're not welcome in the community unless you only support the Snyderverse. And I kind of learned that the hard way because it took me a while to learn there was a toxic side, and it wasn't until the Suicide Squad came out. And before that, in my streams, I would have some people in my chat telling me, "Don't go support the Suicide Squad because you shouldn't support any other movie that's not Snyder related." And then once I watched the movie, I had people mad at me. I had people telling me I'm a fake Snyder fan and all that. And I think that was the minute I learned. And I think that's what the Snyder Cut used to be welcome everyone in our community. Now it's gatekeep anyone from our community, and we force
But wait,
our
aren't they saying that
future.
the other fans are in the wrong, not the ones who are supporting the Snyder fan movement?
Oh wait, I forgot to be specific. So before that, the Snyder fandom used to be made fun of all the time. Like it was
Yes,
hard.
I was one of them, but privately.
Or you actually?
I
Didn't
don't
you
do
just
that stuff
recently watch
publicly.
BBS?
No, I watched it in the movie theater because I was like, I don't care about Superman, but I love Batman. Hopefully, Batman will kill Superman.
So you were mad when he didn't stab Superman with the kryptonite spear?
I was laughing at the Save Martha part. I'm like, what the frick is happening?
I love that scene, but I will admit it sounds stupid when you first hear it. Find, save, Martha. I'd be like, who the fuck is Martha?
Apparently, it was good for me to watch it the second time, but the ultimate cut, because I don't even remember Superman dying in the movie theater.
What?
At all.
How'd you? That was like a major part of the ending. That's actually.
I was in high school. That was 2 years after I left high school. I'm surprised I don't remember that. And I'm watching it, and I'm like, when did Superman die? I don't remember this in the movie theater.
Bro, I was like 14 when the movie happened. I remember that happening. But
14, what?
Yeah, I was 14. 2016 summer. Yeah. So I was 14.
How old are you, Isaac?
I'm 45. I'm just kidding. No, I'm 21.
I'm older than you?
Old ass. I'm just kidding.
I'm 27. Ay.
I think the only other person I know on the YouTube community that's younger than me is Caden. Or I could be wrong. There's somebody else that's younger, I think.
It's
Brian, but I know
Brian,
Caden for sure is a year younger than me. Haha. We're the young generation. We're gonna and when Enosh was trying to call you out because you're younger, I was like, damn, I watched Ghostbusters and I'm only 21.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it has nothing to do with age. Like, I can understand the jokes from back in the day because I obviously researched that stuff because I watched them a lot.
I mean, I won't lie to you. I didn't even watch the Star Wars original trilogy until like back when I was like, fuck, when did The Last Jedi come out? 2017. I was like 15, so I didn't really grow up with Star Wars.
I watched them in elementary. No, it was middle school age that I watched them.
What a nerd. I'm just kidding.
I know, right? I still have my VHS.
VHS? You're older than 27. No, I'm just kidding. But no, I took, like, there's some movies, like classic movies, like the Indiana Jones movies, the Star Wars movies that I didn't get to grow up with, but I still love them, you know? But I will admit, they're not in my favorites, you know? Like Ghostbusters, I wouldn't consider this classic movie I love. It's more just a movie I'm like, I like it. That's about it.
The effects are really good.
I wish we still had those effects. I'm just kidding. All right, I'm trying to find. Oh, here's Hunter Iggy's question. Should Joss Whedon give another chance to do superhero movies? Go check out Joss Whedon, Justice League, because Superman. Say I'm a big fan. I don't think Joss Whedon will be getting any major Hollywood projects anytime soon at all.
He should not. He already has a history of treating women terribly, especially pregnant women.
Oh wait, the girl was
literally
pregnant?
Everything. For Firefly, I believe.
Oh shit, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I only know the Buffy the Vampire Slayer stuff.
Shoot, it might have been Buffy, not Firefly. He has so many projects. But I know somebody who worked in the industry who knew about this stuff happening with him and has been calling it out for years. But now that it's finally out, she was like, Yeah, right. And like, oh, now you guys want to get on the train. I've known him in the industry. I know him. I'm telling the truth.
Yeah, I don't think we'll be seeing Joss Whedon anytime soon, like doing any movies or anything like that. But yeah, that would be my answer. Max is 20. We have old people here. You 20. Wait, you said 7, right? 27.
I'm 27, yeah.
Fucking old people. Only young people here. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Damn, you're all young, lol. I feel like an old grandpa here. Well, if you want to feel young, you just go on Max's channel. Max's channel, all the old people are there. Max is like 50. I'm just kidding.
Wait, what did Vortex say about me?
What did he say? Except Bianca, since what he posted yesterday.
Who posted what yesterday?
Oh, so he's saying that Zeno hates all of us, laughing my ass out, except Bianca. Since I think what he's trying to say is that Zeno only likes you and hates the rest of us. I think that's
Well,
what
I
he's
was
saying.
in a group chat with him, and then he got kicked out of that group chat.
Was it on Discord?
Yeah.
Was it because he was saying the N-word?
No, apparently he's been accused of doxing.
Oh wait, I didn't know that. What the heck?
Yeah, so like whether it's true or not, I have no idea because they won't talk about it and they don't want to, which is what I hate. I'm like, bro,
Yeah,
just
I can't
let me
blame him either
know.
way.
Because it's like, but would he really do that? And I'm like, wait, he kind of trolls way too much, so it's definitely a possibility.
Probably. I don't know. I've never really talked to Zeno all that much. He just seems to not. He seems to like to make fun of younger people. And even Zeno here. I mean, not Zeno, Vortex. He says Zeno when he sees a baby. All right. The only. Oh, wait, damn it! Where's the comment? Oh, here it is. Dot boy. The only prequel I remember seeing as a kid was Phantom Menace. I think the what was the last one? Revenge of the Sith. That came out in 2005. So I was like 3. So I don't remember watching any of them. The first Star Wars movie I ever watched in theaters was The Last Jedi, and that's when I became a Star Wars fan.
I saw the trilogy 1 through 3. I don't remember if I ever saw them in the movie theaters or not. I know I had number 3 on DVD, and I know I saw the rest, and I loved it. And then at my dad's house, I see a VHS. VHS tape, and it says Star Wars 4 through 6, and I'm like, when did this happen? And my dad was like, no, those are the originals. And I'm like, yeah, but it says number 4, Dad. I can count. 4 comes after 3. And he's like, no, 4, 5, and 6 came first, and then 1, 2, 3 came later. And I was like, that's stupid.
Yeah, when I first watched Star Wars, my friend had to explain the episode numbers, and I just thought it was stupid. And I remember when I first watched it, I decided to just watch the original. But my friend got mad. He was like, you should watch the prequels first. I'm like, that's not how people saw it back then, though. Everyone saw the originals first.
It's so weird because like there's a lot of reaction channels, channels that are watching movies for the very first time. And then once they get to the Star Wars, everybody's telling them different things. Everybody's like, no, you watch it as 4, 5, 6, and then you go 1, 2, 3. And then other people are saying, no, watch 1, 2, 3 so you can understand what happens in 4, 5, 6, and then the new trilogy. And I'm just like, ooh.
Yeah, my thing about that is I just watched the original mainly because when those movies came out, it's not like people had prequels to watch before. So I feel like those movies kind of help you understand just the Star Wars universe. But to me, the prequels help you appreciate a little more of Star Wars after. So that's my thing. Like, just watch the original and then watch the prequels, and then after that, you can watch the sequels.
Yeah, exactly.
Or you watch
Darth Vader
none of
was
them.
Scottish.
Or you watch none of them and just watch the holiday special.
I've never seen that holiday special.
Me neither. I just heard it's bad.
Me too.
I always see that. Even on like movie shows, or not movie shows, on shows, I'll hear like some guy born in the 80s talking about how shitty the holiday specials is. It's like, goddamn, how bad is it for it to
like,
be always
like,
regarded as
here's
bad?
some weird stuff that happened. And I'm like, what the frick? That's gross. But I'm like, are you guys just saying that, or did that really happen?
I don't know. I don't even think I'll ever watch it. But Bringing the Geeks on podcast says, I hope things calm down with the DC universe soon. I think Gunn will help lead and create something like we have never seen before. He just has to give us the artistic integrity he deserves now. I think I think for the next few years, DC's gonna have a lot of these Snyder fans angry. And I feel like we won't really see the results on whether or not the anger worked until the first James Gunn DC movie releases. So that would be the Superman movie he's planning on
So
releasing.
that's like less than 5 years from now.
Yeah, somewhere around that. Or I think Peacemaker season 2 will happen first. So maybe we'll just see the numbers of that, and maybe
He can do
just maybe.
cameos. He can do cameos on the Suicide Squad.
Yeah,
Like,
now
what if you see
Weasel.
a Superman actor on there? Ah,
Now we see Weasel in the Superman movie.
oh gosh.
Alright. And then we can bring back Polka Dot Man.
Yeah, I think like after the first like up to 3 years when a movie comes out or something, I think like maybe you'll finally shut up, but then you realize it's going to take about 3 years for them to shut up.
I don't know. I don't know what'll happen, but I do know that we won't really because right now people can just make up shit. Like some people can be like, "No, people are all in for Gunn," but other people can be like, "No, people are shitting on Gunn." But I feel like none of that matters until we see the result of his first movie, and then I think then we'll know whether or not DC will be successful for the next years. I will say this though: if James Gunn's universe fails, I'll tell you this right now: there will not be DC movies for the next decades. I feel like it'll be a long time until we see DC cinematic movies, except for
Let's
like,
get that WB stock up.
except for like Batman. I think Batman will just be forever. Like he'll always be used just because he's
Batman
always
will always
popular.
prevail.
Yes, he is the Batman. All right. Star Wars. Even though I didn't really grow up with the prequels, I watched the Clone Wars show whenever it was on Cartoon Network. I never really watched Clone Wars or Rebels. I've just seen the movies.
Loser.
Oh, and the Disney Plus shows. Although I still need to finish Andor.
I need to reactivate my Disney Plus.
Why'd you cancel it?
It was my sister's boyfriend account.
Oh, so you're being racist?
He's Cuban.
So you hate Cubans?
Yes.
Was he telling you, "Oye, chico"?
I don't know.
You don't know Cuban stereotypes?
No,
Yeah, Cubans like to call people chico.
I thought it was Mexico.
No, Mexicans say way.
Órale, güey.
Yeah, that. And then Hondurans say maje.
I've never
know
heard
all-
my mom say that in my life.
What? How was she born in Honduras?
Yes.
Was she raised in
She came
Honduras?
to the U.S. when she was
Bro,
like 16.
I don't believe that a Honduran wouldn't say maje. It's like the most common thing. I'm really good at distinguishing Hispanics only based on what term they use. And anytime I
No,
hear
Zeno didn't dox you. It was something like on a live stream that I missed, and something was happening in there, and then it just happened, and then now he's out. So it's like, yeah.
yo, what's up, Liam Deli? And he says, I've been loving the support for Argentina recently. Bro, the parades today were amazing. Man, I would love to be in Buenos Aires right now, just to be there celebrating. But I know Bianca probably doesn't even know what we're talking about.
Argentina?
Yeah, the Argentina won the World Cup.
Congrats, I guess.
Yay. Woohoo, sport. I'm just kidding. It's hard to explain my love for soccer to like people who don't watch
You're
sports.
Hispanic, so not really.
No, but like when people don't like soccer, it's hard to explain why you like
I
it.
hate soccer.
You racist. I'm just kidding.
Thank
You just don't want to see a lot of sweaty Hispanics running for a ball.
It's boring. I like rugby though, and
How
baseball.
the fuck do you like baseball over soccer?
Yeah, it's all about the hands.
That sounds weird.
Yeah,
But like
only if you make it
baseball,
weird.
really?
Yeah, I like baseball.
Like no hate to baseball, but like I don't know. I just don't find it all that interesting. Although I should, because that's the only good Houston sports team. The Astros.
Ha 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 ha.
How? But again, how you've never heard the term mahe? At least on your mom. I guess it
Nope.
just depends. I don't know. Every Honduran I know always calls me mahe, so I guess I got used to it. But it's also like Salvadorian thing, but not as common, you know. Bring in the Geekdoms podcast says started Star Wars in 1995 at the age of 9. Have been obsessed ever since. Have seen every movie except Return of the Jedi in theaters. Thanks to re-releases. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, the only one Star Wars movies I've seen in theaters were everything post Last Jedi. So it was Rise of Skywalker. Wait, Solo. Wait, fuck, I forgot. When did Solo come out? Did that come out before that? No, that
Uh,
came out after Last Jedi. I watched that in theaters.
yeah,
Oh, and
it came out
Rogue
after
One.
Last Jedi. It
Oh, what a
was
nerd.
very underwhelming.
You didn't like Solo?
Yeah, it was meh.
I liked it. I didn't love it,
I'd
but I
prefer to
liked
watch
it.
Ghostbusters over Solo if that makes people happy. Because, like, no matter what I say, I get hate for it.
It's because you're young. You young people disgust me. I'm just kidding. This is an old people stream. Only
I
old
could have
people
sworn
here.
you said you had a family.
Family. Oh yeah, I have a meme for that. Oh crap. Where is it? Oh, here it is.
Family, 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 family.
Liam says, I was so happy that Argentina won. My local football soccer team in the UK have Alexis McAllister on team. So, oh shit. You support Brian then. Brian. That's cool.
Are you leaving that meme? Never mind.
Wait, what?
I thought you were leaving the meme on in the background.
Yes. I'm just kidding. Oh, so you're from the UK. That's cool. No, we have a lot of people from different parts in the world. Vortex is French, and Liam is from
I
the
mostly have
UK.
lots of Mexicans on mine.
Whoa, you said that like it's bad. I'm just kidding. Oh, that's cool. I mean, I know Brian have had a good season this year. I think they're in the top 5 in the Premier League. But I know Bianca right now is confused.
What? I didn't listen.
Oh, Liam's talking about the soccer league in the UK. Oh, my bad. Football, mate.
Football.
They didn't come home though, unfortunately. Sorry, UK people.
How dare you, sir? Does the fourth wall mean nothing to you? Amateur.
That's my favorite clip. I'm just kidding. I think that's the only Ray Fisher thing that happened. But no, I thought it was a little silly. I don't know. But what the heck? Audio leak is trending in the USA? It's audio leak. Oh crap, I hope it's not a porn
What?
thing. Hey,
No, it
I
wasn't.
want to
It
see what
looks
it
like
is.
political stuff.
Oh, it's something I don't care about. Never mind. Dominicano soy. Oh shit, we got the Dominican Republicans here. I forgot. I have family from the Dominican Republic, but I can't think of any stereotype. Oh, I know they like to put corn on everything. Like I remember I once went to their house and they made a pizza and there was corn in it. And I was like, what the fuck? Why do y'all put corn on everything? It tasted pretty good though. But they told me that they like eating corn a lot. And I'm like, whoa, why is it on? Why are you eating corn on pizza?
No.
Much love to my Dominicans out there.
No love to my Dominicans out there.
Whoa, wait, aren't you half Puerto Rican?
Yes.
Same shit. I'm just kidding.
What?
Hey, I've met Puerto Ricans and I met Dominicans, and they're like the most difficult to spread apart. Like I can
Pause.
tell Salvadorian and Hondurans are very similar in most things, but the only
That's
reason
because
why
we're
I
in
can
the
tell.
same freaking Central America. We're right next to each other.
Whoa, what are you trying to say? I'm just kidding. But no, because Costa Ricans are very, very different. Costa
I
Ricans are
mean,
in Central
Salvadorian,
America.
Guatemalan, Honduran are the same.
Whoa, I didn't know we had such a racist here. I'm just kidding. Yo, Brian's in the chat. What's up, Brian? Trying to find a
Brian!
meme if I can find it.
Brian, if you leave, You can still DM me. I need positivity.
Wow.
Besides Isaac.
I'm just kidding. No, I'm the most negative out of everyone.
Well, no, you're Hispanic positivity. That's why it sounds so
Oh.
negative.
I'm trying to put. So there is a new poster for Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Oh wait, I just now noticed it's in a different language. So you see all the Spider-Man.
Dang,
There's
you're racist.
one.
You can't even read other languages.
Oh, how'd you
Anya
know?
Corazon better be in here, bro.
All
Because
right.
I'm seeing new Spider-Man that have been in like the new have been in the new comic books that like came out like this year or last year, and I'm like, whoa, you guys are like new, and you guys are in the freaking poster.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so
Yo, there's your
you see.
Spider-Man wearing a business suit.
Oh, this one. Yeah, I can't
Yeah.
name them all. I only know like Spider-Man
that drip.
2099, the Fantastic Four, Spidey, Spider-Gwen, obviously. But there's one very important one, and here's a zoomed-in picture. Wongers.
Wongers.
We better see Wongers in this movie now. They've gone my hopes up high. Mango. I have
What
no
is
idea
that?
what these phrases mean. I'm like, I know a bit of how Dominicans are. I just don't know too much, which is weird. I have Dominican family.
What
Where
Vortex?
was
I already
I?
told you. I have no idea who he doxed, if he actually did do it. I don't know. I
Was
don't
it
have any
you?
proof. No.
Okay, guys. Bianca's IP address is 35. I'm just kidding. No,
I need to search for IP addresses.
so it's a great time to be Brian. 3 players that were in the World Cup and 1 winner. That is cool.
Brian,
That's
this
cool.
is Brighton.
That's a soccer team in the UK. Brian Hove Albion. Yeah, I know. In England, they have funny names. I'm just kidding. Although to be fair, our sports team in the USA sound even funnier. Like, what the fuck is the Seattle Sounders? That sounds like a funny name. But yeah, shout out to Brian, man. I'm surprised how many people in my chat actually watch soccer, because I'll bring up soccer and then people will start talking immediately. So that's nice. That soccer's like the only other thing I talk about besides movies or airplane instruction videos from the 80s.
Well, my break is done. Goodbye.
All right, see ya.
Bye, everyone.
Don't get deported.
Okay, you too.
All right, what else? What more is there? Because that was the Into the not Into the Spider-Verse, Across the Spider-Verse trailer, or not trailer, poster. What else happened today? I guess I'll look for something. You're racist, John Tron. But oh wait, let me put up Liam's comments. He says Brian ended last season in the top 10 so far this season. They are 7th in the table. Yeah, to be fair, I kind of forgot what the Premier League table looks like right now because the World Cup and everything. But Brian definitely have had an amazing season, even with your current manager leaving like after a couple of games and going to Chelsea. But yeah, that's cool, man. I've never usually when I have people here from the UK, they like to support like the bigger teams like Manchester United, Liverpool, and all those. So it's nice to see like a different pace. It's nice to see a different like a smaller team, and I think that's cool. So welcome to the channel, man. I'm not sure if you're new, but you're always welcomed here, man. All right.
That's what I'm talking about! That's why he's the MVP! That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
I love that clip. Oh, here's Liam's another comment. He says it's also weird Ryan Reynolds co-owns Wrexham and Michael B. Jordan co-owns Bournemouth. So I like that America's finally embracing football. Yeah, it's gonna take a while. I hope that by 2026 that kind of changes. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see and find out. I also know LeBron James is he's a minority owner of Liverpool. I know that. Like when you see his Instagram, he's often supporting Liverpool and wanting them to win. And I think it was a good investment because I think invested I think it was when Liverpool were having a shitty season back in 2015, which was around when Steven Gerrard left Liverpool. And like after that, Liverpool got Jurgen Klopp, and Jurgen Klopp massively improved Liverpool. They ended up winning the Champions League, then eventually the Premier League. And so I think LeBron was able to make a profit off of it. Ryan Porter, what's up, Ryan Porter? He says Ray Fisher should think about moving on from DC and finding more reproductive and more proper ways to rebuild his film careers with Zack Snyder. He does have Rebel Moon coming up, but I've said this right now. I think Ray Fisher needs to. The problem with the Ray Fisher stuff, it's him telling people, believe me, but I won't give you proof. And that's the thing that kind of annoys me. But yeah. Liam Daly says, it's so funny, Graham Potter. Oh, I forgot that's what his name was. I remember it was like Graham something, but I didn't want to assume. Left Brian for Chelsea. We got Roberto De Zerbi, and we beat Chelsea 4-1, which was funny. Injustice. Yeah, it's not been going good for Chelsea this season, even with their major signings and all that. They're the major signings from last year. I still think they should have kept Thomas Tuchel. You know, I feel like they should have still kept Thomas at Chelsea, because at the end of the day, to me, changing a manager halfway any time that's not from the beginning or end of a season is only going to damage, because now Graham Potter kind of just has to come in and hope that he can do something with it. The good thing is he knows Cucurella, because I forgot Cucurella played at Brighton and now is a Chelsea player, which I'm a Barcelona fan. I'm a diehard Barcelona fan, been a fan since 2008. And Cucurella, I remember, was this young prospect that everyone was looking at, but eventually Cucu had to leave because Miranda kind of took over his position. But Miranda never got game time because at the time Ernesto Valverde was so focused on Jordi Alba that basically the younger left backs never got a chance. So I do sometimes, like, when I think of Cucu, I think of like the La Masia graduate that had a lot of potential. And I heard he was great at Brighton. I've never watched a game of his at Brighton, but I was surprised when they paid like 60 million for him to go to Chelsea. But yeah. Also, Jake Sully is trending on Twitter. I wonder why. I don't know. But I'm trying to check what else happened. But oh yeah, so the reason why I had Max on the thumbnail was just because I thought his take was really bad. You know? And that was just kind of it. Oh, here's a meme that I'm gonna put up. All right. Also, I gotta zoom out a bit because I think I'm a little too zoomed in. Whenever James Gunn tweets. Bruh. What happened? I don't know what to clarify. No, what I'm trying to say, I didn't know he doxed somebody before, nor does Bianca know for sure. She just heard on I think it was probably Saggy's group chat that Zeno had doxed someone before. I don't know anything. I'm just now learning, you know. That's all I know. I didn't know he doxed anyone. I'm just now learning this. I don't know. I don't know how to answer that. It wasn't me. I don't know who did it, nor do I know if Zeno actually did. Again, everything you heard today was my first time hearing it. But Liam says Marco Cucurella left Brighton where he was great and joined Chelsea, which in my opinion is not used to his best abilities. I feel like going to Chelsea will just fuck up your career because so many players are either benched there or not used properly. Liam says, I just realized that I'm thrown the stream of course. No, it's okay. We talk about soccer often. Like, we'll just talk about a random, like my streams kind of just, we'll have a main topic, but we'll occasionally go off course, you know. Vortex, I'm telling you, I don't know. I just now learned. And I think this was from the past because Bianca was referring to it as something she had heard before, like a while ago. And he just met Zeno yesterday. Like, I have no information on that at all. But yeah. Man, it was so beautiful getting to celebrate the World Cup. I have never gone to celebrate a World Cup, and it was amazing. Also, Messi's Instagram post ended up becoming the most liked post in all on all Instagram history. I think it was all social media history. So yeah. Liam says I'm brand new to these streams, so I'm getting used to everything. That's awesome, man. Welcome. Welcome to the multiverse of movies, man. Glad to have you on board. It's also nice to see fellow. I only say soccer because most of my viewers are American, but um, yeah, it's nice to see like other fans coming in here that are fans of movies and soccer. So that's pretty cool, man. So welcome to the channel, man. Um, and these are even the streets of Buenos Aires. Let's put it. This is what how Bueno because right now they're having their parade, and this is the city right now. Yeah, I did pass the egg. Yeah, that's it. Also, I put up this comment: accountability over entertainment, which accountability over entertainment to me is just bullshit now, especially after the James Gunn thing and everything. But yeah, what the heck? Oh, here's a meme. I just left DC Studios. I'm the third person who knows the 10-year plan. What the heck? Probably gonna get demonetized after this. What the heck? But yeah, to me, just seeing Ray Fisher's drama to me kind of indicated a major reason as to why things got to change, at least for the better of DC. You know what? I'm surprised Max was here at the very beginning, and I thought he was gonna join the stream because he has a link. He's on my group chat on Twitter, and I thought he was gonna be here. So I'm a little disappointed Max is not here. Like I didn't mean any harm. I just put it as a meme because I just thought his take was really dumb. Um, oh, I'll even search up. I won't watch his video because I don't see no point in watching his video. But I'll find the tweet he put up right now. I'm just going on Twitter a lot. What the heck? Wait, what was his Twitter? I think it was Max Movies. Max Movies. Was that? No. Crap. What was his Twitter? Oh shit. Oh, it's Mad Max Movies. Oh, okay. Never mind then. All right. Let me put up his tweet. That is if I can find it. Shit, did he delete it? He deleted it. Well, I'll search up Eddie's tweet about it. On my DS20. Let me pop it up because I feel like I should at least address it. Where was it? God damn, Eddie retweets a lot. I don't think I'll be able to find the thumbnail. Yeah, I don't think I'll be able to find it. Oh, here it is. Here it is. I found it. All right, let me pop it up on screen. Ray Fisher needs to move on and get a life. I mean, he has a life. I just think he's too focused on trying to kind of boost his ego because he's using the Snyder fandom at this point because he knows no other fandom is gonna accept him. But yeah. Liam Daly says, but to be honest, as an Englishman, our team completely bottled it with that penalty against France. I screamed so loud in anger they couldn't contain it. Yeah, I apologize for that. I will say I wanted England to win because I do want to see England one day win the World Cup because the celebrations y'all have, it's coming home, it's coming, football's coming. I love those celebrations. So yeah, I tend to want to see England. Damn it, I forgot Vortex is here, so he's probably gonna be like, "What? You cheered England on?" It was more kind of like those neutral games where you kind of hope one team wins, but you're not like begging for that team to win, you know. But yeah. I mean, England, I think had a decent World Cup. I don't think it was amazing. Hey, I'm proud of my USA. I'm proud of my USA was able to dominate that game against England. Like I was so proud of our boys in blue. But I was proud of my boys in blue. Like I love the USA, and I tend to want to see them do well. And just seeing how they were able to dominate England was impressive. But I think England had a really good first game against Iran where they won 6-2. And y'all had a really good game against Wales and Senegal. But I think against USA and France, that's where it struggled. And unfortunately, Kane, you could see that Kane, it looked like he was going to put it in the top bins. But you could tell he was kind of like nervous in that, especially in that second penalty. I feel like that's what happened there. But yeah. Liam, I'm sorry, but we eliminated you. Hey, don't worry, Liam. My beloved Argentina beat Vortex. Like, I only me and Vortex can, I guess, can attest to this, but having your team win the World Cup is just such a different feeling. It's unexplainable because for years I would hear the Spanish, the Germans, the French, the Italians talk about how beautiful it is to celebrate a World Cup win. And when Argentina won it, it was almost like I just couldn't believe it. Like, you know, like it was like I was in a state of like, oh shit, I'm celebrating a World Cup win. Like as a Barcelona fan, I've grown up winning. I've grown up celebrating Champions Leagues, La Ligas, Copa del Reyes, Club World Cups, UEFA Super Cups, but never did I get to celebrate a World Cup. And that was like immensely different. But I know you guys that aren't soccer fans, I know y'all are telling me this.
Con Leo Messi. Bueno, Leo, quedaste un poco caliente por el final.
¿Qué mirá, bobo? Anda para allá, bobo. Anda para allá.
Tranquilo, Leo.
I had some of my friends ask me what bubble means. That just means stupid. I think it's something that only like a lot of South Americans use. It just kind of means stupid. Ray Fisher, I felt like he's losing his mind over Walter Mata, and now James Gunn not very healthy. Yeah, I think he's just kind of, it's that people, it's like when he came out against Hamada, he had so many people sucking up to him and believing every word. And so now he believes he's speaking truth. And he could be, but we don't know. And it's hard for us to know without any proof. And so now he believes he could do whatever because he has now this immensely large fan base. He sees the Snyder fandom and uses them to his advantage, especially because Ray Fisher isn't a big actor. I believe he did theater before this, but the only major thing he'd ever been a part of was Zack Snyder's Justice League. And so I feel like he saw how much people love him, that now he uses that to his advantage, you know? And that's the unfortunate reality. I think that's what he assumed would happen against James Gunn. That's my assumption. But yeah. Japan knocking out Germany was amazing. Seeing that on live TV was incredible. Yeah. I was shocked. The game that really shocked me most was Saudi Arabia beating Argentina. And I think Saudi Arabians should be even happier now that Argentina won the World Cup because they get to say they're the only country that beat Argentina. Okay, but here's Max's thumbnail that he put. And we're not going to watch the video because there's really no reason. And he says, James Gunn goes full Ryan Johnson. This is not the way. It's best for the story. Go full Ryan. Which is weird because here's the difference between James Gunn and Ryan Johnson. Ryan Johnson radically changed people's perspective on Luke Skywalker. Like, that was a drastic change. James Gunn, on the other hand, is only rebooting DC. DC has had many iterations of the character. With Ryan Johnson, it was this one specific character who was loved for years, and he kind of changed things around and made a story of Luke Skywalker that people weren't expecting. James Gunn, on the other hand, is taking these iconic characters who have existed for 85 years, who have had multiple iterations of the character, whether it's comics, video games, movies, or whatever, and he's just starting over. And if anything, what he said about Superman sounded incredibly accurate. A guy from Smallville moving to Metropolis and learning. And it's like, how the fuck is James Gunn going full Ryan Johnson? How? And then I heard Max's comments a couple of days ago, and he was saying that he didn't want a classic Superman, Boy Scout Superman, and what he wanted was Darkseid and Brainiac. Which, by the way, we don't know if James Gunn's plan is to eventually do Brainiac or Darkseid, but obviously, I do think maybe it will, especially Brainiac, who's been an iconic Superman villain for a long time. All right, so we go to there, and it's like, you're mad that James Gunn's giving people the traditional Superman. You can like it or not, but at the end of the day, that's the character everyone came to love. That's what people love to see. And I love Cavill. Cavill's my favorite Superman. But at the same time, I'm also willing to understand that it's not like everyone was a fan of Cavill. And at the end of the day, Superman is far more than Cavill. With Luke Skywalker, it's different. With Luke, people associate Mark Hamill as Luke Skywalker because he's been the only Luke Skywalker live action wise. But with Superman, we've had Christopher Reeve, we had Brandon Routh, we had Henry Cavill. I don't know what the guy's name is, but the guy from Superman and Lois. We've had many iterations of the character. And it's a character that didn't start off as movie. He started off as a comic book character. And to me, I found it bullshit when I heard Max saying, "Oh, I don't want Boy Scout Superman." Well, that's what Superman's always been. Superman has always been a beacon of light in a dark world. And that is what Henry Cavill's Superman was too. But not as much as people expected. And I love Cavill. Cavill's my favorite Superman. But to me, it is incredibly disingenuous to say that James Gunn's Ryan Johnson. It is the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life. And to me, I don't want to gatekeep communities, but to me, a real DC fan does not get mad at James Gunn for changing a character, because he's not changing the character. He's changing it from the Snyderverse iteration. And it's not like he's even changing Cavill's Superman. He's just bringing in his own new Superman, which is really silly. But yeah, it's the thing that kind of frustrated me about this whole Max thing. And I don't know, it frustrated it frustrated me how he was talking. And that's why I was like, hey, you know what? I'll kind of call him out. I just think his takes are really silly. And that's just the way I see it. You know? Max is a good guy, but I'm telling you this right now, for the next 5-6 years, and I don't know how much longer, but you're going to see Max scapegoat James Gunn. Everything James Gunn does, Max will say stupid things like, "Oh, you know, he'll say stupid things like, "Oh, James Gunn's bad. James Gunn's is going to ruin the DC universe." And the unfortunate thing is that the Snyderverse wasn't as successful. I love the Snyderverse. I love what Zack Snyder did with the characters. But if it was so successful, then they would have continued it. Right? But the thing that annoyed me most about this stream specifically is he said James Gunn should not respond to Ray Fisher. Because he did respond to Ray Fisher. But at the end of the day, why wouldn't he? People were Ray Fisher was basically insinuating that James Gunn is a Joss Whedon supporter. Joss Whedon, who is known to have disgusting behavior on set with other female employees, obviously actress, and was kind of insinuating that James Gunn supports Joss Whedon, who also Ray Fisher claims is a racist. So in a way, he was kind of labeling James Gunn a racist and a sexist. So why the fuck would he not respond to that? Why wouldn't he? It's what he has to do. Because if James Gunn didn't respond, you would just see a lot of people shitting on Gunn, being like, "Oh, Gunn's not answering Ray Fisher. Oh, Gunn's scared of Ray Fisher." No. Instead, Gunn had to man up and be like, yeah, this is stupid. Why would you get mad at me for apologizing for a tweet a long time ago? When you know damn well that my tweets immediately delete itself. Because I know Gunn has that. And that's the thing that annoyed me about what Max was saying. He was basically saying, oh, Gunn shouldn't respond to people, to Ray Fisher potentially calling him a sexist and a racist. No, I'm sorry. If somebody's calling me racist, I'm gonna call them out. I'm gonna talk shit to them. You don't make a big major ass claim without any backup or any proof. If you make a claim, get prepared for me to say something about it. And that's kind of where I come from, you know. Liam says, I'm very excited. Oh wait, I need to read the previous one. To be honest, some of my favorite Superman movies, TV shows, comics, etc., is when his Boy Scout is challenged, but he's still. Yeah, I agree. That's my favorite type of Superman story. Even though I do love Zack Snyder's iteration of the character, those have always been my favorite Superman stories. Which I feel like BVS was going for that. But yeah. Yo, Darkstar, what's up, Darkstar? How you doing? Zack Snyder enables this toxic behavior. I disagree with that. I do think Zack should come out and say something, but I still think that regardless, it wouldn't help. Toxic people don't know they're toxic. And also, a lot of people did watch the Snyder Cut. That's just facts that people did watch the Snyder Cut. So, disagree with you there, CJH. I'm very excited to see what James Gunn does with the Justice League, and I hope he finally gets to do Justice League Dark. Yeah, I'm excited. And look, I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but I'm gonna have some belief, and I'm gonna trust James Gunn. And at the end of the day, I'm just gonna wish for the best. You know, Zack Snyder came to my house and blew my family's out. What the heck? Lucy Club Studios, what's up, man? He says, whose side I'm on? Neither, honestly. I'm more on the side of truth. And to me, Ray Fisher making these blatant lies about James Gunn, to me, was kind of BS. I'm still going to hope for Ray Fisher to have a great career, but I just didn't like what he was trying to say about James Gunn. And that's why I unfollowed Ray Fisher on all social media accounts. I know he doesn't care, but to me, I don't even know if I can trust him, you know? I don't know if I can trust Ray Fisher anymore. Because now I just see accountability over entertainment as bullshit, you know? Isaac, the Snyderverse is cancer that needs cut out. You finally seen the truth. I mean, I've always known the Snyderverse fans can be toxic. Like, I've always known that. It's just that now I've kind of given up. Like, I've kind of given up hope. You know? Max is gonna... No, he won't. Max is really good at making friends. Max is really good at that. I think, like, me, most of the people I know, like CJH, Saggy, RJ, a lot of those people I know because of Max, and I feel like that's something I love about Max. He's still a good guy. I think Max is way too reactionary. I think he's way too reactionary, and that can cause him to say stupid takes. Like sometimes, oh, come on, Kavari, don't say that. Come on, don't say gay Fisher. Come on, man. Like, I love you, man, but come on, don't say that. Don't say that. Let's see, where was I on? Darkstar. Darkstar, Ray has fallen, dude. He's just creating unnecessary controversy with James Gunn when he's literally already apologized for months ago. And I said this to Bianca earlier. What I was trying to say was that it's very weird that Ray Fisher decides to put up these tweets right when James Gunn addressed the fandom and said, hey, I know there's a lot of bad people out there, but no matter what you say, we're going to be focused on what is our best decisions, what we believe is best for the story. Because what I'm going to tell you this right now, a lot of fans don't know what they want until it happens, you know? Breaking news, CJH cancel. Zach is not going to gain anything. The minute he says something, fans might turn on him and won't watch his movie. Yeah, that's kind of why I'm like, I don't see anything happening if Zach ever said anything. Like, if Zach was to come out right now and say, hey, guys, toxic behavior is bad, I do think a lot of people would just kind of ignore it. Or a lot of people would just kind of be like, oh, why would Zach say that? Because remember, some Snyder fans actually turned on Cavill when they saw in Black Adam he was much different than the Snyderverse Superman. Just remember that. I love All-Star Superman, which is Superman dying. He has to stop Lex Luthor. Yeah. I think that's what's gonna happen. I think that's what's gonna happen with the Superman. Where not All-Star Superman, but they're gonna go with the more traditional Superman. Maybe we'll even get the red underoos. I don't know. Lucy Club Studio says, I just want the best for DC movies and Green Lantern mainly. Oh, yeah, me too. I mean, not Green Lantern. I do want to see Green Lantern back on the big screen done properly. But yeah, that's to me, whether it's with or without Zack Snyder or with or without James Gunn, to me, I just want the best for DC. And that's all I really care about, you know? But yeah. Oh, by the way, I don't really care about people like canceling or like I don't care when people get mad. It's just I don't like the gay part. Like I don't think Kavari should say that. Like I like you, Kavari, just don't say the Kavari thing. I mean, not the Kavari thing, the gay thing. Like I thought I thought that was like disrespectful. Like come on, man. Um, that boy says Ray Fisher always finds a way to make it about himself. Yeah, unfortunately, I think Ray Fisher is just I just can't trust him anymore. Anything he said kind of got diminished by the way that he decided to make the James Gunn thing all about him. I can't trust him. I don't see why anymore. Accountability over entertainment is bullshit. It's a fraud. It's a scam. You know? Yeah, that can't be a coincidence that Ray just tweeted that stuff out after James started to call out the minority of the fan base. Whoa, James Gunn hates minorities. Confirmed. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, but what was I saying? Oh, yeah, it's funny because it's true. Every fan base has toxicity, but all James Gunn was saying is, hey, to the people that are being shitty, you know, just letting you know, you don't get to tell me what my opinion is. And if you're not toxic, then you shouldn't get offended by James Gunn's tweet. But the unfortunate thing is, too many people in our fandom have become toxic, and that's the thing that pisses me off most. I will talk about that on Friday. Maybe I think I'm gonna do a stream talking about what I would do in the DC universe, the clean slate. You know, the Isaac verse. So I'll get into that more on Friday. Let's see, where was I? I'd believe in Ray's accountability over entertainment stand if it wasn't so obvious he only cares about accountability over entertainment for himself. That is true. I don't think he actually cares. I think he's just using this as leverage. But yeah. By the way, I have been suspended on Twitter. Snyder fans can go eat a dick. Why'd you get suspended? I don't know. I tend to not really know what's going on Twitter. I meant Yay Fisher. Yeah. What was he saying? I don't know. I remember when Ray Fisher got mad at Jody, and I don't like Jody's corner, by the way. I think his content is really shit. But and also I thought what he did to Max was really it wasn't a bad move, it was just a pussy move. Like that's what I would say. But I've heard that clip many times, and I heard it as Yay Fisher. I never heard it as Gay Fisher. I heard it as Yay. And I didn't like how Ray Fisher kind of virtue signaled with that clip. Now I don't like Jody's corner. I don't like Jody. I especially don't like Andy Signor. But I heard Yay Fisher. But I could be wrong. I don't know. But that I don't really have much to say about that. I'm gonna drink some water real quick because I've been talking endlessly. Excuse me, guys. I just need some water. Bro, when you talk this much on live streams, it's always like difficult because it just gets It gets you very dehydrated. All right, apologies. With James Gunn at the helm, I'm back to being excited about DC projects. Yeah, me too, man. Me too. Laughing my ass out, yay Fisher. Oh, I don't think Vortex knows the joke. So the joke was that Jody's corner, he would make fun of Ray Fisher, and so he gave him a nickname of Yay Fisher, and that was like the thing. Like, I'm still not gonna make fun of Ray. I'm just not gonna trust him anymore. Like, that's my point about this whole situation. I don't know how to trust him anymore. You know, but yeah. Anyways, and also I find it weird that people want to talk about Warner Bros. Discovery stocks going down, but that's been happening to every company. Like, that's been happening to every company. So I find it weird that people only want to talk about WBD's stock market. Wait, what did I say? You don't get to tell me my penis. You don't get to tell me my penis. Wait, did I say that? I don't remember that. All right. Snyderverse fandom is aggressive. It's about time we be more aggressive too. Would you guys like me to watch Max's video and kind of do a reaction here? Would you guys like me to do that? I don't know, because I feel like we should hear his takes a bit. Anyways. Speaking of kind of Ryan Johnson, I saw Glass Onion in theaters. I had a great time, and it was a huge fan of Knives Out. I love Knives Out. Knives Out was that movie that surprised me because I saw the trailers and I'm like, oh, it just seems like a stereotypical, what was I saying? A stereotypical murder mystery until I saw the movie, and I thought it was amazing. I thought it was amazing. And Glass Onion looks great, man. Glass Onion looks great. Also, I gotta check out the poll because of the Fezman kind of just reminded me. Why is everyone making polls on like whether or not they should have the control their account or whatever? Okay, so we have 30 votes. God damn, we got 30 votes, and 90% are James Gunn. God damn, it's a landslide. It's a landslide. All right. Will I abide by the results? Well, I mean, the truth is there. Anyone with an intelligent working brain knows that Ray Fisher pulled off the stupidest movie could have. All right, so I'm gonna watch Max's stream, at least a little bit of it. I know Zeno's on that stream too, so we'll hear his take too. But yeah. On Sunday, I saw Batman Returns on the big screen, and I love it. Probably the only time I will get to see Michael Keaton's Batman in a cinema. Oh, that's cool, man. I've never watched any of the classic Batman movies on screen. The only one I saw was The Dark Knight, and that was when it was when the pandemic was happening and no movies were coming out, and Cinemark released The Dark Knight in theaters, and that was my first time watching it in theaters, and it was amazing. It was amazing. You know. All right, so let me find Max's stream. If I can find it. Okay, here it is. It's 15 minutes. We probably won't watch Let me see if I can. Okay, let me read the comments first. Killed Treen Iwi 71. What's up, man? I'm not sure if it was your first time, but welcome to the multiverse. He says Ray's about accountability over entertainment until the spotlight is on him or a friend. Ezra Miller. That's exactly what I said. I remember I always questioned, why did Ray Fisher not talk about the Ezra Miller stuff? If he's really about accountability over entertainment, then why didn't he bring up the Ezra Miller stuff? I always found that very suspicious. It's why I just can't trust him anymore. Like, all your credibility just went out the door, you know. But that's just my comments on Ray Fisher and his whole situation. I guess we'll watch Max's intro.
Can we get the real Andy? I would prefer the real Andy.
Oh, let's get the real Max. I'll take off my mask when you take off your mask, brother. Because who's your new?
All right.
I didn't watch the previous stream. I don't know what the hell happened. And
it's entertainment. Welcome.
Welcome to viewers. Thank you, Zito, for joining me.
I do want to say this first before we go into the rest of this. I'm gonna have it sped up because Max is kind of slow in talking, but that's me too. Like I'm very slow when talking, especially like this, especially when you don't have anyone else to go back and forth with. So I'm gonna have it a little sped up, and we'll just hear their thoughts on this. Oh, my Wi-Fi went down. Is that because of the video? God damn it! Let me lower the volume too. I'm not sure if it's all good, but yeah. So yeah, Zeno's was in the stream, but we'll watch it for a bit. Yeah, I didn't watch the intro. I just had it for that first bit. I mean, Enosh's intro is overkill. I'm sorry. Enosh's stream is overkill. Like, it's like 20 minutes, and then he has to have like an introduction for himself. That intro is incredibly long. To me, it's just like 2 minutes of music, and then my intro, that's like a minute, and then that's it. Boom. Mainly because I don't have a consistent stream schedule, so no one knows when I stream. But yeah. Kenya should hire Max to handle his public image. I don't know the reference. I don't know, but from time to time, one of my local cinemas show classic movies on the big screen. So that's how I saw Peter Cushing's Doctor Who movies, The Thing, The Terminator, John Carpenter's The Thing. That's cool, man. Yeah, my theater does something similar. I actually watched the Indiana Jones, like all 3 movies, in the theater that way, and also the Lord of the Rings movies. Yo, Patrick, what's up, man? He says Ray Fisher not good enough for everyone. Why and Cut need to go. That is true. And also he says Netflix's Pinocchio is master. I gotta check it out. I haven't checked it out yet, but I've heard good things. All right, let's watch Max's stream.
I just woke up. I can't get. Listen.
Oh yeah, I'm here.
I think this is way too fast. I'll do it a little slower. All right, there.
If people are excited about the future of DC, James Gunn, I'm happy for you. This is just yes, I'm all right, Jason Ease. What happened tonight, James Gunn? And I'm actually, just so you guys know, I'm tweeting this video at James Gunn right now, and like,
who cares?
Don't go full Ryan Johnson. I'm working on the tweet right now. I'm like, there's like no benefit, even if you're right.
Wait, let me pause it. How is it going full Ryan Johnson though? This is the thing that's really stupid. You're only using this because you want to use a scapegoat. Oh, we need a big boogeyman, because that's what you did with Ryan Johnson for how many years? Many years. You know? And now you need another boogeyman, and that's going to be James Gunn. But the difference between Ryan Johnson and James Gunn is Ryan Johnson did something drastic, who changed something incredibly different from the original Luke Skywalker character everyone knew and loved. James Gunn, on the other hand, has this historic character that's existed for 85 years with many different iterations that originated from the comics. And you know what James Gunn's doing? He's going more accurate to the traditional Superman. That is the difference. As much as you want to deny it or not, I love Henry Cavill's Superman. He's my favorite Superman, but that is not the traditional Superman. If anything, Zack Snyder was the one that went Ryan Johnson, and I don't see that as a bad thing. Zack Snyder is a phenomenal filmmaker. So is Ryan Johnson. I love his Knives Out movies, and I actually did like Last Jedi. But according to your logic, Max, according to your fucking logic, Zack Snyder pulled a Ryan Johnson. He changed the character. All James Gunn's doing is bringing back that traditional sense to the character. That is the only thing that is happening. So, to me, Max, already from the get-go, you're just trying to spin a story because you need another boogeyman. You need another big bad wolf. You know? You're the boy who cried wolf right now. And that's the thing that it's weird that you're more mad at James Gunn than you are at Dwayne Johnson, when Dwayne Johnson radically tried to change Henry Cavill's Superman. I'm sorry. I love his post-credit scene in Black Adam, but that was not Snyderverse Superman. Just look at the color of his S logo. Just look at the curl in his hair. Just the theme song alone. That's different from the Snyderverse. At least James Gunn has the balls to be like, hey, I'm not going to go that route, so I won't use that version of the character. What would you rather have? A radically different version of the actor you love, or just go ahead and be like, hey, you know what? I don't want to do what Snyder did, so I'll just do this other character. And that's the thing that annoys me of this. Right now, prove to me right now, how is James Gunn in any way doing what Rian Johnson did? Oh, James Gunn's bringing back the traditional sense of Superman. Whether you agree or disagree, more people love that traditional Superman. There's a reason why the Snyderverse couldn't continue, because Zack Snyder didn't go that way. And unfortunately, people are just used to Superman being in a certain way. That is the facts. That is the cold hard facts. But anyways, I just wanted to say that. All right. Oh crap! Did I skip something?
Now, and be like, don't go full Rian Johnson. I'm working on the tweet right now.
I accidentally.
There's like no benefit, even if you're right. Even if you're right, sometimes don't tweet because it's just not good right now. It's just like not.
Why not though? He was being claimed of being a racist and a sexist by Ray Fisher. Why would he not respond? Max, if right now on my stream I said you're racist, would that mean that you shouldn't respond to that? No, of course not, because that's a major ass claim. That's something that could damage your reputation. You know? That's the thing I find really silly about this. All right.
Good. And I'm not one, you know me, Zeno. I'm the one that said, I'm not the one that said this man can't do his job if he can't. It takes nothing to tweet. You can do your job great and still tweet all day. Right. It's just not worth it.
But why though? He was being claimed of being a racist and a sexist. So why wouldn't he? You know, not only that, but on top of that, people are calling him a pedophile with no actual allegations of it. You know? All right.
And I also have had issues with Ray Fisher as well, but I mean, he was salty on Twitter. What the fuck? Dude, everyone that's complaining about Ray Fisher being salty.
Level up with the new video editor. Get more AI.
Dang it, why do I have an ad? I have Movani already. What am I being promoted?
I would ask that, and I didn't watch the previous stream. I don't know what the hell happened. And RJ has my full authority to give his opinions because that's the difference that you get on this channel. I allow difference of opinions in the grand scheme of things.
I'll admit that's true. I'm
not even a 6,000K sub channel. It doesn't fucking matter.
RJ was a sweetie pie. He was so nice.
Okay. So
who the heck is Andre? I don't know why Zeno brought up Andre.
I'm working on my tweet to James Gunn.
Is he talking about Nicotina? What did Nicotina do? Nicotina's amazing.
Mm-hmm. I'm not happy with your decisions.
Even if you are right.
Oh, here's the tweet I was trying to get. I think he deleted it, but we have the record right here now. Oh, fuck. All right.
This is just not working. Just stop.
Why is it not? He was being claimed of being a racist and a sexist. And not only that, but today people were actually attacking his wife, Jennifer Holland. People were actually attacking her. I'm sorry, but if somebody attacks my wife, I'm going to say something about it. Max, if I was to attack your wife right now, you would obviously say something about it, right? I don't know. This is really dumb. I don't get why Max is all of a sudden being like, oh, Rian Johnson, James Gunn and Rian Johnson are both my devils, and they're trying to hit me in the face. You know, like, come on, bro. Like, come on.
Right. Responding to people. Just stop responding.
Hi, Jarbo. Jarbo stream sniping us.
Oh, and this moment, Jarbo stream snipes them.
Say hello.
Hey, Matt. Hey, Matt. I didn't plan on going live tonight. No, it's not. It's not clickbait, RJ. You have my full authority to say whatever you want on your video. I didn't watch the stream yet. What is this bullshit? I'm saying even if you're right, even if James Gunn is right, I'm not saying he's wrong in his plan. Rian Johnson.
Well, if he's right, then he should clarify the lies, right? Right? Again, if I was to go on the stream and say Max is a racist, and let's say you stay quiet, some of you guys may believe that. And then there's going to be people who think that Max is genuinely racist. But if Max comes out and clarifies that he's not, then people won't believe that. And that's the thing about it. So, like, why can't James Gunn do the same? I still don't have an answer to that. Jarbo and RJ coming in with the tag team. Yeah, Max went on their stream. I didn't get to watch that part. I saw like a minute of it, but I didn't watch all of it. Oh, and Darkstar says, I remember Zeno legit saying the N-word on Discord. He's not even black. He actually did say the N-word on Chris's stream back in June, I think. I think it was around the time think it was when Lightyear came out, because I remember I knew about that the day I went to go watch Lightyear, and he had said the hard N-word, he said the F slur, and all that. So Zeno to me is just sus. Just the way he talks is very sus. I don't know. I don't really talk. I'm more just talking about Max for today. But anyways.
I just want to say hello, Hans. How you doing? How you doing, bro?
Oh, no, don't do that. You don't do that, Zeno, please. Don't.
I don't get why he had Zeno. Like, out of all the people you could have streamed with, I genuinely think the only reason he brought Zeno on was because Zeno was the only person that agreed with him. Or the only person that was going to back him up. I don't know. I could be wrong. I don't know. But
just don't even mention Hans, okay?
Because I think when he started the stream, he wanted kind of a way. He wanted the stream to be his perspective, but with somebody else who also agrees, which I'm fine with. I think everyone should be 1000% allowed to choose who comes. Like me, I'm very picky on who comes on my channel. Like I allow most of my friends, like Brian, Bianca, RJ, CJH, and Max. Obviously, Max has the link, I think. Aaron, George. There's a lot of people I like. But if I don't know you enough, I just don't want you here. But that's not like a bad thing. It's just that when I like to know who the person is before they're coming on. That's why I don't put my link on the chat anymore. Oh, Zeno is this guy right here. This guy right here below Max. That's Zeno. But yeah, he's someone who's on Max's chat often. Zeno's basically, I wouldn't say that. I just think that Zeno just is it's weird because the first time I met Zeno, he made fun of me for being a Snyder fan. But now all of a sudden he's this virtuous Snyder fan who will defend the honors of the Scoopers. I mean, old man defends old man. Not surprised. But yeah.
I will never mention Hans again.
Okay, thank you. Don't do that. Okay. All right. So what I mean by this is,
all right, let's see the explanation because it's a really dumbass title and thumbnail. So
he just will not be quiet on Twitter, and I think people have the right to tweet their opinions, and
you won't shut the fuck up on your stream. You have bad takes, but no one's shitting on you. You have bad takes on Twitter. That doesn't mean people are going to stop you from talking. No one's censoring you. So why the fuck does James Gunn need to be censored for speaking the truth? And the unfortunate thing is people fear truth. And James Gunn is just speaking facts and truth.
And he may be I don't agree with his plan. I don't. But even if he's right.
You don't even know what his plan is. The only thing we know is that characters are being rebooted. You haven't even seen the plan. This is so stupid. It doesn't even make you sound like a DC fan. Like, I'm genuinely curious. Before Zack Snyder, were you even a DC fan? That's my genuine concern. And that's not a bad thing. It's just that I don't get why I pretend like this is the truth and that this is the 1000% answer when really that's not it. You know? That's like my main question about it.
Just stop responding to people that are upset with your plan. It's not working. And he's got way more activity that's not.
Stop responding to everything Jarbo tells you. Stop responding to everything Syl does. According to your logic, you should be doing the same thing, man. This is so silly. All right.
Going to go away on his social media in the last 2 weeks. Then Ryan Johnson did. Yeah.
What is Hans? Oh, whatever his name is. What is he talking about? He's calling you Phantom Menace, and now he's slapping you in the face for making this stream.
All right, let me read it. Max is going full Phantom Menace. That is sad today. Max isn't full Phantom Menace, but the one thing he does very weirdly that is like the Phantom Menace is that he'll make consistent videos about one person so much. And that's what the Phantom Menace does. He's not Phantom Menace yet, but it just kind of feels like he is going that route again because, I mean, that's kind of what he was. That's kind of what he was when he was doing his Ryan Johnson content. It was just constant, let me shit on Ryan Johnson because it's the cool thing. It's my boogeyman. It's the way to get me clicks. You know. Let's see. Grace Randolph saying that Scoopers don't like James Gunn because he's telling the truth is kind of hilarious. That is the truth. You're seeing a lot more Scoopers being nervous and trying less. And that's a good thing because I don't want lies spread anymore. It used to be people could just say shit and then boom, you just had to wait for the movie to come out. But now James Gunn's going out there and being like, hey, this isn't true. This is true, whatever. You know, that's what should happen. Will they support Rebel Moon? Look, to me, every Snyder fan needs to support Rebel Moon. To me, that is the truth. If you guys actually care about Zack Snyder, go support Rebel Moon, because that is the true Snyderverse. That is the true Snyderverse. You know, but yeah, that's when I knew Gunn was the right person, because he's willing. Yeah, I agree. A great leader will tell everyone the truth, and that's what Gunn has done. You know, but such a yes man on God. I don't know. Max isn't Phantom Menace, but he sometimes goes over the top. I think it's more he has this weird niche that he sees like one topic gets you views, and so he'll consistently talk about it. That's the only thing I'll say he's similar to the Phantom Menace about. Kind of like how Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers will talk about Brie Larson all the time. That's kind of what Max is with any, like, he'll find a new thing to put on his thumbnails. For a while, it was Matt Jarbo. For another while, it was Sil. For another while, it's Ryan Johnson. For another while, it's now James Gunn. But that's kind of that's basically what it really is. It boils down to Max needs a boogeyman. Max needs somebody in his titles and thumbnails. And now James Gunn is that, because now the Ryan Johnson discourse has kind of died out. No one really talks about Ryan Johnson Star Wars. So what does he do? He finds another boogeyman and then puts all the blame on him. And yeah, Vortex, you can talk to me after the stream. Yeah. All right, let's watch this.
Full Phantom Menace. No, I'm not. I'm only here to call this out, so maybe you can look inward.
What does that mean?
I'm just falling into the cultist trap. Oh my god! Do I need therapy?
Oh wait, what was Jarbo's comment? Wait. Oh, Jarbo says, "What did James Gunn do that is Ryan Johnson's level? He talked about bridging the gap. You're just falling in." Oh yeah, Jarbo's 1000% true. This is 1000% true. You're falling for the trap. You're falling for the Phantom Menace trap. Come on, man. We will be here about Gunn for years, lol. Ryan Johnson, James Gunn, John Wick, Michael Myers, the Boogie. The Baba Yagas. That's the John Wick reference. I love that. Thanks for that.
I'm just falling into the cultist trap. Oh my god! Do I need therapy?
You are, though. You kind of are. You're not a cultist, and you're not Phantom Menace level, but it is feeling that way when you're constantly having to find a new boogeyman, a new Baba Yaga, as Liam said.
Your parents shouldn't be.
Why is there so many ads? I already have Hulu. The last 2 ads I got are things I have, Movani and Hulu.
No, listen, it's obviously.
I mean, whatever his name is.
Also, fuck Zeno, Max slapped me in the face.
Listen, I'm highlighting your comments, Hans. I told Zeno, do not mention him ever again, please. Okay? And I'm not slapping anyone in the face. I am saying support Gunn, be happy about it. But doing this every day with it, like what? And I'm not defending Ray Fisher either. But
you're not, but you're kind of doing it in a vague way, where you're saying that James Gunn should shut the fuck up and let Ray say whatever he wants. It's weird that you talk about James Gunn not tweeting, but you don't say anything about Ray Fisher. That's the thing I find weird. I'm not saying you're saying that James Gunn can't tweet or anything. I'm just saying that I find it weird you're more mad at James Gunn than at Ray Fisher, who's actually making serious claims. You know? Like, that's the thing I find weird. But yeah, give me a second. Whatever it takes to make James Gunn look like the villain, right? Yeah, basically. Max made a noise, to have an ad appear. My ass up. All right, let's continue. And I'll watch only a little more about
like what does it benefit James Gunn to respond to Ray Fisher at all? It only hurts him.
It doesn't benefit him, but it clarifies information that Ray Fisher is falsely given. That's what it does. It's not a benefit. James Gunn didn't want Ray Fisher to tweet that out, but he's putting out something false, and James Gunn needs to clarify it. It's not a benefit. It's just the truth. You know?
Ray Fisher has nothing to lose by being salty on Twitter.
Everything.
He lost his job. Yeah, everything to gain. And James Gunn has some,
James Gunn has nothing to gain, but he also has nothing to lose. but it could affect the loss, because if this lie had continued, then people would have just believed it. And so that would have affected Gunn in the long term. You know?
Nonsense to lose. You know, he's dealing with Ray Fisher. Just ignore him.
Going after Ray Fisher is gonna.
Nah, Zeno is a dipshit. What the heck? How is he going after James Gunn? I'm not James Gunn. How is he going after Ray Fisher? How? All he clarified was something Ray Fisher made a claim about. So stupid. You know what? Zeno is a what do we call him? He's like Max's dog, and right now he's on a leash. Oh, yes man, that's the term. What happened? I mean, yeah, I guess so. Maybe I am, maybe I'm not. Because he did grift off Rian Johnson for a long time, and now he's gonna do the same with James Gunn. I'm telling you, for the next 5-6 years, however long it'll take, Max is gonna treat James Gunn as the Baba Yaga. That's what's gonna happen. And I guarantee you that next week you're gonna see like 5 more streams about James Gunn. Guarantee you. I guarantee you.
To make Ray Fisher's fans.
People like the steady hand to tell the fans as well. What is that issue? Ray attacked unprovoked.
This is weird, Matt. Everything.
Look, I rarely agree with Jarbo on many things, but Jarbo's right about this. Jarbo's right about this.
Is attack. Everything is an attack. No,
it's just
people are idiots.
You can't be this stupid, Max. You cannot be this stupid. You genuinely cannot be. Ray Fisher makes a claim that could highlight that James Gunn could be a racist and a sexist for supporting. He's making it sound like he's supporting Joss Whedon. Sure, it's stupid. It's a stupid tweet that Ray Fisher shouldn't have tweeted out. But Max, why are you mad that James Gunn responded? Shouldn't your anger be more that Ray Fisher even tweeted in the first place? That is why I find sus. Because it doesn't fit your narrative. Because you want to portray James Gunn as this villain. You want to portray James Gunn as this horrible man that is destroying DC. But you don't want the truth. You want to see James Gunn as a villain, gets you views, gets you more people, gets more eyes on you. So you keep doing that more consistent. Vortex says also, Isaac, I unsub from MME from Madison mostly because I don't want to see the cocksucker. I mean, he's rarely on. Like, it's a once every like 5 months. But he is on Max's chat often. That is usually what happens. I did unsubscribe from Jarbo a while ago, just because of the things he was saying about Max, and all that. And I was like, yeah, I don't really want to watch Jarbo all that much right now. But yeah, let's continue with the video. Let's see.
On Twitter, I've seen it all over the place. I stopped being an idiot on Twitter, just so you guys know. I very rarely engage in Twitter battles.
No, but you're an idiot on YouTube. It's not any different. It's still social media, and you're being stupid somewhere. You know.
Just send links.
Great, I'm very proud of you.
I just said I used to, but people being salty on Twitter is not a crime.
But you're salty on YouTube all the time. Don't act so virtuous, man.
And I'll be real, even though I'm not against James Gunn. I think he is kind of fake on Twitter. Like, I wish him.
Ray Fisher's even more faker. He's pretending like he's doing this about accountability over entertainment when he's only doing it to boost his ego. And how do we know this? Because he lied about James Gunn. He lied. So now how do you expect me to believe him? I find it really odd that you're so pro Ray Fisher. Because you're not saying that out loud, but I've yet to hear you say anything bad about Ray Fisher besides, oh, he's dumb. So why is it that Ray Fisher is not? You're just saying Ray Fisher's dumb, but you're saying James Gunn shouldn't respond to this. It's the thing that I find so stupid.
The best will work together soon. Shut the fuck up. When someone says that in business, oh, we're not going to have you as we're not going to have.
Oh, and now here's the claim. His next claim is that, oh no, what was it happening? Oh no, crap, what was he saying? Oh, that Henry Cavill does hate Superman, or not? Damn it, I'm messing up. James Gunn does hate Superman because he didn't bring back Henry Cavill. No, that's just a business decision. You can love somebody, but that doesn't mean you have to work with them. But yeah. Oh shit. Argentina's parade was cut short due to massive crowds and players had to leave their bus to fly over Buenos Aires by helicopter instead. God damn. I saw some people were jumping into the bus, But yeah, let me continue with this. Oh well. All right, let's continue with the rest.
Have you as Superman, but I'd like to work with you in the future. Come on. You know, that's being fake, right? Like, oh, your plans for, it meant so much to you to be Superman, but I would love to work with you in the future. Or these weird arguments and battles where, like, I do not want to defend Josh from Den and Nerd. You know that, Xena, right? And I'm not.
What are you
Then why'd you start off the conversation like that? Exactly.
talking about?
I do not want to defend Josh from Den.
Like, I love Max, and I always wish the best. It's why I'm watching this video, because I like supporting. Like, I don't mind when I get ads on Max's streams because I love him and I wish him the best. He's one of my best friends on YouTube. But when you say stupid things, prepare for me to respond to that. All right, and I want Ray Fisher to be right because he is making these serious claims. Oh, so right today is the parade for the Argentina national team after winning the World Cup. Campeones del Mundo. What was happening? So obviously Argentina are winners of the World Cup. And right now there's like the entire, all the streets are filled with people that it's become dangerous right now and so they had to cancel the parade because there's just so many people. Apparently so much so that it became more than the population of Croatia combined or something like that.
Of nerds, right?
But to be fair, that's because the Argentina president, they decided to make it a national holiday today so that people could go see the team celebrate.
Right. You know that. But obviously Josh knew that James Gunn was not bringing back Cavill at the time.
Yeah, he knew, but that's not what he said. Josh was saying that Gunn hated Cavill, which, by the way, that could be true, but there's no indication saying that besides, he didn't hire Henry Cavill back. That's the only indication, which isn't any different,
Right?
The reason
when he said you hate when Josh said you hate Henry Cavill, and then James Gunn spent a day saying I don't hate Henry Cavill, even though
this is what I would like to say to Max. This is what I would like to say to him.
Con Leo Messi. Bueno, Leo, quedaste un poco caliente por el final.
¿Qué mira, bobo? ¿Qué mira, bobo? Anda para allá, bobo. Anda para allá.
Tranquilo.
I love how the reporter's trying to get Messi to calm down. All right. Yeah, right now it's crazy in Buenos Aires. They're partying way too much. So there's a clip, and I don't think I'm allowed to show it because the guy could have died, and I think that's not known. But so there's a bus, but there's like a street above it, and two guys fell down. One of them actually landed inside the bus, where the players are celebrating at the top of the bus. But one of them fell from the side and fell on the street. And I don't know if that guy actually is like, I don't know how badly damaged he could be, but it seemed like a pretty hard fall. But yeah, it's crazy in Argentina right now. I mean, it's the first time they win a World Cup since 1986. So, man, I would have loved to go on there, but obviously I'm not traveling to Argentina for a parade.
He wasn't bringing him back and then spinning it. Well, I didn't fire him. I just didn't hire him. Okay. Are people going to read it like that? Just stop responding to this.
I would like to show it, Vortex, but I think if the guy passed away, I think I would be like, I could get in trouble. I don't know if the guy's that hurt, but it was like a street on top. Like, it's those kind of like highway streets that are like, they go over one another, and the bus was passing down this tunnel, but on top of the tunnel, it was a road. And two guys jumped from it to try to get in the bus. One of them landed in the bus. The other fell from the side. I would recommend just searching it up on YouTube or Twitter. I don't know where, but I think it's on YouTube. But let's continue.
It's not helping.
Yeah. The main reason, Snyder.
How's it not helping? Again, there's no There's not 1 ounce of proof at all that Gunn hates Cavill. There's no proof. There's not a single ounce of proof. There is proof of is that Gunn just didn't want Cavill to be Superman. But that doesn't mean he hates him. That just means, hey, I just don't see you in my vision. So that's it. That's it. Oh, yeah. I guarantee you, if England won, there would have been a holiday. There would have been something. I think it would be just as crazy as Argentina, if not even more. Especially because England haven't won it since even much longer. Like, I guarantee most of England doesn't even remember when England won a World Cup. Like, they weren't alive when it happened, you know? Wait, what year did England win their first World Cup? Their only one? Wasn't it in the 60s? So, yeah, that's been a long time. But, yeah. All right.
Talk to Henry Cavill was to tell him we're not going to use you in the film.
And I'm not against. I was against Ryan Johnson. I'm not against James Gunn. I retweeted one tweet that had the Firehouse James Gunn hashtag on it just because I wanted to. There was something interesting in the tweet, but I'm not actively.
Well, I don't care. Look, the difference between me and Ray Fisher is I don't care what people like, as long as it's not something evil. Like, if you're liking like Nazi rhetoric, then that would be an issue. But if it's just something like that, I just wouldn't care, because who cares? I like things by accident. I retweet things by accident. Who cares? You know.
Using the hashtag.
Would you say that James Gunn is also acting like a Tommy Tallarico?
Don't click that tweet. Why are you gonna? Why? If he listened to me, which he's probably not. If he listened to me, it actually would help him.
James Gunn doesn't care who any of you guys are. He doesn't care who Max is.
Ray Fisher doesn't care about any of us too. So what is the issue? Like what? Like, yeah, sure, James Gunn doesn't care about us, but neither does Ray Fisher. Neither does Zack Snyder. So what's your point?
How is this? I'm not saying restore the Snyderverse. I'm not saying fire you. I said I'm not happy with your decisions, but you're really not doing yourself any favors. Even if you're right, just stop responding to things like Ray Fisher.
Why not, though? Ray Fisher is a big actor, was a big part of the Snyder fan base. You could even say he's like the lead, besides Zack Snyder, he's probably like a co-leader of the fandom. So, like, how is he not? Like, why would he not? This major guy who's part of DC fandom is saying that he's potentially sexist and racist. So why wouldn't he respond, you know? So, anyways.
It's not helping. He had nothing to gain by responding to Ray Fisher.
He has nothing to gain, but he has a lot to lose. So, yeah.
Nothing. People are upset. I'm not defending toxicity. I have to make that clear. I am not defending.
You're not defending toxicity, but you're kind of saying you're okay with Ray Fisher putting out this tweet. But James Gunn isn't allowed to respond to it, even though it's a serious claim. You're not defending it, but you are in a way vaguely kind of encouraging it. Not saying you are, just saying it kind of sounds that way to any person out there.
Toxicity. I'm not defending Ray Fisher. You know.
Then why aren't you criticizing Ray Fisher for putting out the tweet? All you said is it's dumb. With James Gunn, on the other hand, you're saying, oh, you shouldn't put it at all. And you're even doing an entire stream about it. Find it weird, you know. Ray Fisher isn't even on your title. It says James Gunn goes for Ryan Johnson. This is not the way. Ray Fisher isn't even in your title. So how do you expect me to take you serious?
I will get to the Ray Fisher tweets. I think
they don't like you doing this, Max, because they like the drama.
No, I'm just
Zeno. You are in a drama stream. What do you mean? They like the drama. You're literally on every drama stream I've seen, whether it's on Sill's channel, whether it's on Zod's channel, whether it's on RJ's channel, whoever's channel it is. You're always on every drama. This is what I don't like about Zeno. Zeno's always like, "Oh, I'm above the drama. I never go through drama," but yet you're right here talking about what is it? Oh yeah, that's right, drama. Bro, you're a grumpy old ass man. Come on, chill out, man. Chill out. Shouldn't you be at like a retirement home, man? Come on.
Giving you my honest thoughts. Like every day I wake up.
They're honest thoughts, but they're also really stupid thoughts. So yeah.
I'm like, oh God.
They want James Gunn to talk to Ray. They want Ray to respond. They want a fight to happen on Twitter, so all these channels have something to talk about.
So let's actually bring up the Ray Fisher.
Wait, do I actually? Could you send me the? I'll check it out in a bit.
Someone said something stupid on Twitter. Breaking news. That's all on Twitter. That's all on Twitter.
A bigger man does not.
Okay, look, I'm gonna do this right now. Right now, I'm gonna go on Twitter right now. Look, I'm going on Twitter right now. Give me a second. Stop screen. All right, let's see. Twitter's here. Okay. Look how easily I could do this. Max fucked my wife right now. I could put this out. I could put this out there. I could right now publish that. You're telling me you wouldn't respond to this kind of claim? And then let's say, okay, we'll just put this as an example. All right. Insert long paragraph as to why this is true without proof. All right. Where's the? All right. Let's have this tweet right here. Okay. Max. So pretend this tweet is this long ass paragraph explaining why Max fucked my wife. All right. So let's say I put this out. Obviously, our friends are going to be concerned. They're going to be wondering, why are you putting out this tweet? And could it be true? You're telling me you wouldn't respond to that? It's stupid, but it's also a serious claim. It's a serious claim. It could be stupid, but it's a serious claim. That is exactly why James Gunn's responding. Because Ray Fisher said a really dumb claim that isn't true with no evidence, no proof. And also is saying lies. I mean, he has proof, but it's also something that doesn't really matter. So James Gunn just immediately responds, but you're more mad at James Gunn. This is like if I put out this tweet right here, and I'm not going to post it because I don't want to get in any issues. But let's say I post this. Let's say I posted, I put this out there. Who's more at fault, me or you for responding? Who's more at fault? Who's more? Again, it's a double-edged sword. It doesn't go both ways. Like, come on. I don't get why I don't get why you're more mad at James Gunn than you are at Ray Fisher. But let me delete this. All right, so let's go back to the YouTube video. That's my frustration with this.
Not need to defend themselves.
Well, no, you do have to defend yourself eventually. If right now I was to say Vortex hates Brazilians, I don't know. Let's say that. If I said Vortex hates Brazilians and people start believing it, Vortex is going to have to respond to that because it's a lie. And all he has to do is easily claim as to why it's not. You know? That's all he has to do. All right, give me a second. I got a text message. So I don't get why the frustration goes to the person who's responding rather than the person who's saying this. The bigger person doesn't make false lies about somebody else. That's what a big person does. A person is not going to make false lies like that. By the way, Isaac, the Destiny is about some Hassan Abi FNA. I don't know. I do love Destiny. Destiny's like one of my favorite YouTubers out there. I don't like Hassan though. Hassan's really dumb. But yeah.
Listen, James Gunn has all the power. I'll admit it. He has all the power. What does it have to? What is there to gain by responding to Ray Fisher?
Because it was a serious claim. You're repeating yourself, but you're not actually giving us any facts or truth. Because again, you want to see James Gunn as a Baba Yaga. You want to see him as the villain because it fits your already established narrative. It's why your opinions on DC don't even mean anything to me anymore. Because you already have this established idea and you're just going to keep that without any rebuttal because we know you're doing it to grift. And then Max is here. Max, I'm sorry, but how long am I in? What minute am I in? I'm in 10 minutes and I've just heard you say stupid things. Everything you've said has not made any sense. I love you, Max, but come on, man. How are you going to be more mad at James Gunn than at Ray Fisher, who actually made lies, who's actually lying. And that's my frustration right there.
The weak man needs to defend
How long have I
himself on
streamed?
Twitter.
It's just, even if you're right, constantly.
How? Shouldn't the weak man be the one that's lying and making these allegations? That is a weak man thing. Again, if I was to put out a tweet right now saying Max fucked my wife, if I was to say that, who's weaker, Max for responding or me making that false lie? That's my frustration. Zeno, oh my God, Zeno's stupid.
Defending, it's like a, you know, when a comedian says a joke that
I
doesn't
will
land.
say, Max sounds much more intelligent than Zeno. I'll say that. But, you know?
Okay. If you have to constantly explain it to the audience, it's not as funny, right? So even if he's right,
Oh wait, I didn't
if
even
this
pay
is the
attention. He
right
made
way to
another
go
video.
with DC and
what's the
James
video?
Gunn's
Let me check it.
Superman is ultimately the way to go. And even if he says committed slander, what are you talking about?
James Gunn
He called him fake.
Talking shit.
He said fake race. That's like
by making Fisher look even dumber. That's just blood sports.
Well, how is this
professional?
RJ,
James Gunn's not a professional.
I love
Ray
you.
Fisher,
And I stand by your stream, even though I just woke up. I didn't watch it.
Oh man, it's 24 minutes. Bro, I'm already past the 2-hour mark. I'm too tired.
Because he lost his job. And he's a twittiot too. You want me to be fair across the board? Yeah, we all know why James Gunn has auto delete.
He has his video is called David Zaslav Lies Exposed on Warner Bros. Discovery. I'm bored. I don't want to actually talk about that. It's already 24-minute video. I don't even plan on being that much longer.
Yes. So we all know because of his past. All right. Why would you?
I'm not. Wait, let me read it first. You call me a grifter. My honest thoughts. I don't like what Ray Fisher said. Stop listening and retweeting him. No, my issue, and you could, and I'm not saying you are a grifter. I'm saying you're starting to feel like one. Because for a long time, you use Ryan Johnson in all your titles and thumbnails. Right now, I could search up your most popular videos, and they're all Ryan Johnson. Many of them, 20, 30, however. But now you want to portray James Gunn as this bad guy. It's in all your videos. Right here on your title, it's not Ray Fisher did anything. It's not any of that. Ray Fisher put out these false lies that James Gunn immediately was like, yeah, I just have an auto delete, which you admit here. But you're more mad, you're more frustrated at James Gunn than at Ray Fisher. That's the thing I find a little silly. You know? And the whole excuse of it being just Twitter drama. Eventually, if James Gunn wasn't to never respond, this allegation could have just spread for a long time. People would have been like, "Oh, James Gunn supports Joss Whedon. He supports Whedon. He thinks Whedon is okay with everything." That's what would have fallen. So it's not that difficult. But James Gunn just went out and said, "Hey, I just have auto deletes. I auto delete my tweets." That's about it. And that's really it. You know, I don't get why it's such a big issue that James Gunn responds, but Ray Fisher's allowed to. Now, I am glad one thing I'm glad you're doing is you are clarifying that Ray Fisher's just a diva. I am glad that you're clarifying that. That's a good thing. But I spent the first 10 minutes of his video not knowing that, and you kind of being more frustrated at James Gunn. And that is true. James Gunn should hold more professionalism to himself than Ray Fisher, because Ray Fisher's just a small actor, while James Gunn is now the head of DC Films, DC Studios. But at the end of the day, someone makes a serious claim about you, because he is kind of indicating, because what he's saying here, just looking at the way he's saying, is he's kind of saying, oh, well, James Gunn supports Joss Whedon, and we know Joss Whedon has done sus things behind the scenes during Buffy, and the things that are being claimed is that he does things to women. I'm not going to go into details on that, and he's also a racist. That's what James Gunn has been claiming. That's what Joss Whedon. No, that's what Ray Fisher is claiming about Joss Whedon. So now he goes out and puts this tweet after James Gunn puts this long, great paragraph, this long, great thread on Twitter. And look, I agree to an extent. James Gunn shouldn't be too often on Twitter. But responding to this kind of serious issue that sounds like he's indicating that James Gunn could be a sexist and a racist, why wouldn't he respond to that? Why wouldn't he? You know, I don't see why it's such a big deal. All right, but we'll go for like 5 more minutes because
this is a salty,
I don't
disgruntled
even know how much
employee.
longer I need to watch.
If you take over,
God damn it, there's another ad.
Guess Uomo, the new fragrance for men
All
by
right,
Guess.
this is the first ad I got on Max's stream that wasn't something I already have. One of them was Hulu, the other was Movani. All right, come on, skip. All right.
like if this has nothing to do with the entertainment industry, Zeno, and someone takes over and then lays off employees, would you go and respond to all your laid off employees?
Never.
Wasn't Ray Fisher done a long time ago? I don't know. Oh well.
I mean, how much sense would, if you're watching a news channel and they're like, oh, the new CEO of Ford is responding to a former important person at the Ford factory that's calls them. What does that do?
Look,
he was an employee.
He's responding to scoops. He's responding to all that. I don't get it, but all right, let me read this Max comment first. A Gunn is being like Ryan Johnson. He won't stop defending his decisions every day on Twitter. The big issue is he keeps saying, I didn't get rid of talent like Cavill and Godot. When we know he did. Wait, let me read that again. Gunn is being like Ryan Johnson because he's defending his decisions every day on Twitter. The big issue is, excuse me, I'm getting tired, man. I'm getting tired. I don't know how people can stream for more than 2 hours. The big issue is he keeps saying, oh, wait, Kavar, come on, Kavar. I already told you to stop saying gay Fisher. Come on, I already told you to stop. Like Cal and Godot. So who cares if he did? Who cares? It's for his own universe. You know? And not only that, but if you look at all his tweets, they're usually just him saying, hey, this scoop isn't right, this scoop isn't this, this scoop isn't that. But I'm talking specifically about, I've not heard you say that yet, though. I've not heard you even bring that up yet. Again, my question is, why is it a bigger deal that James Gunn responds to this than Ray Fisher actually making the claim? That's my frustration, you know? But you want to see him as the Baba Yaga. That's what you want him to, because it's much easier. It's much simpler. So who cares if he's responding on Twitter? So yeah. Man, I'm too tired right now. All right, 5 more minutes and then we'll see.
James Gunn has this big ego.
This is what's wrong with the internet. This is what's wrong with the internet, Matt. Where have I defended
Come on,
him?
Kavari. I know. That's
I said he was salty on Twitter. He says fake grace is funny.
They're not listening to you, Max.
And
oh, wait, I gotta play that back. I was reading.
A former important person at the Ford factory that calls them. What does that do?
Look,
he was an employee.
James Gunn has this big ego.
This is
crap. What are we talking about here? Are we talking about Ray Fisher? Because Ray Fisher, I do think, has not been at all the employee for a while. I don't know.
This is what's wrong with the internet. This is what's wrong with the internet, Matt. Where have I defended him? I said he was salty.
You're not defending him, but you're vaguely kind of more putting the blame on James Gunn than Ray Fisher, when Ray Fisher is making these serious claims. This isn't beef. This is like friends. It's like when you have friends doing stupid things, you obviously got to call out your friend for doing a stupid thing. You know, it's kind of like, let's say me and Vortex are hanging out and he decides to throw to, I don't know, let me use an example. It's kind of like throwing a squirrel to the middle of the road and taping him down and waiting for it to get ran over. That's something stupid. That doesn't mean we have beef. It just means he did something stupid and I'll kind of shit on him for it. You know, by the way, I'm not saying Vortex kills squirrels. I just want to clarify that. All right. Oh crap! 2 hours. It's 3:29. Oh, shit. So it's trash day, so I can hear the trash guys picking up the trash. All right, 1 more minute.
On Twitter, he says fake grace is funny.
They're not listening to you, Max.
And I think James Gunn is extremely talented, but I think he could be fake as fuck. Like when he says, oh, I'd like to work with you in the future. You know, that's a bullshit.
Okay, that finally he says something true. But I say that about all famous people, really. It's just PR statements. Like, I don't think.
That's like when someone,
crap.
That's like if you actually have got fired in real life and they bring you in. I wish you all the best in your next,
Crap, I can't pause.
I wish you so much. Maybe this is a good
pause. All right. That I do agree with. I do not think Henry Cavill will come back to DC. Not because Cavill doesn't want to, but because I just don't see Gunn randomly just kind of being like, hey, Cavill, you want to play this other character instead of Superman? By the way, can y'all hear the trash, man? Yeah, right now they're picking up the trash. All right. A second. Zeno should never be on the panel. I don't know. I won't even talk about Zeno. I don't really care about him. Zeno's not my friend. I care about Max because he's a friend, but I don't care about Zeno.
Good opportunity.
It's just weird that the first time I talked to Zeno, he shitted on me for being a Snyder fan. But then all of a sudden, now he's like this big, oh, hey, everyone, I love Snyder. I want to support the Snyder movement. It's like, who cares? Like, I don't really take Zeno seriously. He's just an old wrinkly man who throws a temper tantrum. That's all Zeno is. So I don't care about him.
For you to change up your life, like shut the fuck up. You didn't do my project. I'd like to work with you in the future. And then it's best for the story. That's
who cares though? Who cares? The difference between James Gunn and the difference between what's his name? Ray Fisher tweet is that Ray Fisher is making genuinely dangerous claims about another man that are lies. While James Gunn's just saying, hey, I apologize, we're going our separate ways. And he's just saying that just kind of, as a PR statement. I agree it's fake. I agree it's fake. But you can't tell me Zack Snyder isn't fake as fuck too. You cannot tell me Ray Fisher isn't fake as fuck either. So why is it all of a sudden now it's James Gunn who's the issue? While I still love Zack Snyder, I'm just saying that Zack Snyder doesn't do anything all that different. Posting all everywhere about his next project and all that, but oh well, I love Zack Snyder, and I would have loved to have seen his universe continue. But yeah. All right.
Genuous. I'm sorry. In my opinion, subjectively, best for who's
overall. I need to get a better chair. My chair is very uncomfortable, or at least it's that kind of chair you get uncomfortable if you sit on it way too long. So yeah. Oh wait, then Max comment. Okay, Tubby needs nap time. All right. Oh, I see you, Max. See you. All right. Hey man, I'm saying this as a friend. If I didn't care, like for example, I don't make videos on Jarbo because I'm not close with Jarbo. I'm just not all that close with him. So if he does something stupid, I don't really care that much. Same thing with, I don't know, Sil. If Sil does something stupid, I don't care about it because he's not my friend. But Max, you're a good friend of mine. You're a good friend of mine. And so I feel like as a friend, I kind of got to call you on this. But yeah. And also you pay more attention to YouTube than Twitter, which I do too. I don't like going on Twitter. I still think Instagram is better than Twitter, honestly, in my opinion. Instagram's much more fun. But to be fair, most of my real life friends are on Twitter. Not Twitter, Instagram. So maybe I'm biased on that position.
Story. For the story he wants to tell, I agree there. It's best for the story for someone coming on to tell.
All right, I'm done. I'm tired. I'm too tired to watch the rest of the video. All right, let me go back to full screen. All right. Also, isn't this picture beautiful? Oh, crap. It went on Twitter immediately. Remove. Dreams do come true, kids. Dreams do come true. All right, well, I'll read the last comments and then we'll go down. I don't want to go all the way to the 3-hour mark. So, yeah, this was a fun stream. Crap. Let's see. Wait, did I already read I think I already read Caden's comments. I don't know. Yo, Caden. And I would do the same if Caden. Like, if Caden had a bad take, then I would also do something about it. I would also say something to him because they're my friends. Every one of you. Y'all are my friends. And that's kind of how I would operate things here. But yeah. Is that a bit harsh? Wait, what? I mean, I don't care about Zeno. That's why I don't really want to talk about him all that much because I just don't care about Xeno. But yeah. I don't know why, but I love this clip of Messi.
Con Leo Messi. Bueno, Leo, quedaste un poco caliente por el final.
¿Qué mirá, bobo? ¿Qué mirá, bobo? Anda para allá, bobo. Anda para allá.
Tranquilo, Leo.
Liam says, I've really enjoyed the stream for my first time here. Oh, thank you, Liam, and shout out to you, man. I don't do streams all that often, but every time I do, I hope to see you there. Thank you for being here, man. You really helped make this a fun stream. So, and thank you to everyone here. Vortex, Patrick, Kavari, I need work on you because the gay stuff. Caden, Max, everyone. The people who are not typing in the chat. Shout out to y'all. W you guys. What does come here? Wait. I don't even know what. Okay. W Liam. That's the goat. Yes. He is the goat.
That's what I'm talking about! That's why he's the MVP! That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
I think some people are like watching me from the shadows. I do wonder who they are. I'm surprised because I have some subscribers who like comment for the first time, and I immediately assume it's the first time commenting, like first time they're on the channel. But no, they'll be like, no, I've been watching you for months, and I'll be like, oh shit, really? I don't know. I find it weird, but I do the same thing for a lot of people. Like I'll watch people's videos. I'll watch people's videos, but I'll forget to comment more because that's just not in my thought process. But to all my DC fans, all I gotta say is
Things were always going to get worse before they got better.
But soon enough, we'll be saying this about James Gunn.
That's what I'm talking about! That's why he's the MVP! That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
And just to put one last funny clip here, here's one.
Let's go. Round of applause for Taliban, boys and girls.
Whoa!
It's the correct answer. It's the correct answer.
Jesus.
Oh wait, Max is probably still watching, so I'll just put this.
Hashtag dicks out for Snyder.
Hey yo.
You see, guys, the real reason why I did the stream is so that Max can finally make a response video on me. I'm just kidding. No. But hey, you're famous if people are making streams about you every day. James Gunn, Ryan Johnson, Oh. You know what? We got to play the Campia clip one last time.
Undo the mighty Campia pants, pull it out, and start urinating all over their freaking seats and say, this is what you get.
All right, well, that's it for today's stream. All right, Vortex, say one last thing and then we'll exit. Oh, then just say that from the beginning. All right, well, you guys can go ahead and fuck off.